We're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
A person was found dead in a house fire in Troy this past Thursday. The fire broke out Thursday morning in Daisy Court. When firefighters were able to get inside the house, that's when they found a person who was pronounced dead at the scene. The name of that victim is not being released. Southwest Airlines is going to add a second nonstop flight between Nashville and Birmingham. The nonstop daily flights will begin in April of 2026. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
As the holiday season approaches, don't be the husband your mother-in-law thinks you are. She's expecting you to mess up again this year and purchase another vacuum for her daughter. Prove her wrong with a gift certificate from AMS Studios. Always the perfect fit. Your mother-in-law will be slightly jealous and have to admit she's been wrong about you. If you really want to get under her skin, purchase a Morpheus 8 package for her. It's a win-win for everyone. AMS Studios, the River Region's premier med spa, where all mother-in-laws are welcome.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome into the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Getting into the seasonal festivities, that whole mood. So, for that, I have to say,
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
How you doing today, Troy Carrico?
I'm outstanding. How are you?
I'm all right. And Eddie Baker also here. How you doing today?
Doing well. Doing well.
Doing well.
Good to be here. Hey, do you know what 27 minus, what's today, the 12th?
Yeah.
What's that?
What, like 15? You're going to make me do math on her?
Oh, that's how many more days before I'm having my first drink on the beach in Jamaica.
Oh, nice. That's where his mind already is.
The countdown is on.
Oh, yeah.
That's where his mind is.
Big time.
That's great.
I have to say, my mind is rotted. I felt like I've been drinking poison this morning because of going down the rabbit hole of the whole Erika Kirk and Candace Owens and the back and forth and stuff. Turn your camera a little more there. Do you like the festive framing though on the stream?
Yeah, I saw that from yesterday. I was like, I hope he's going to do that today.
But I still can't help.
You
were hoping.
I'm hoping
really
he does something good.
I can't help but notice there's only one of us with festive attire on. I thought
you're way too early this year.
Come on, man.
Like you said, like we're still 2 weeks out. You're really
Some
early.
Some people put stuff up at like.
How many shirts did you buy?
Well, I gave you a couple of them, but I still got enough. I'm still got.
And what's your deal with polyester? This guy, can't you buy cotton?
He wants
China,
to wear,
man.
He wants to wear onesies. What do you expect from this man?
Let me go ahead and tell you. The onesies came in.
Oh, God.
I sent Joey pictures.
Yeah.
He is stunned. Let's say the least. Joey is very stunned.
Stunned is one word.
Shocked.
Yeah. Well, not really shocked. I'm like, yeah, that's that Sasquatch cough.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But that thing I wore yesterday, that was the best $12 I've ever spent in my life.
And where are you buying all this?
China.
Like on the ticket
the Ticket Talk shop, which is also I think Shein and something else all in one.
Which is probably Chinese intelligence that's collecting information on
you. Ain't getting much off me, I can go ahead and tell you. Although
that's funny they say bad taste American.
It's funny you mention that
pot,
because Susanna changed the voice of the Alexa in the bathroom. That's where we have it.
Right.
So I jam out while I'm in the shower. So a dude talked to me the other day. I was like, "Oh, dude, they changed my CIA handler. I got a new handler."
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nice,
funny.
nice.
That's funny.
So in a second, we'll get into all this stupid news is out there. For instance, there's an update on that Bonnie Blue story where she tried to do the bang bus in Bali, and then they arrested her because they have like very strict rules there in Indonesia.
Good laws for
Apparently,
that.
she got
light
punishment.
Oh,
which for her is just another day at work.
Yeah.
Then also, do you remember the AT&T commercials? The cute chick that was in those?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, she raised $500,000 selling tastefully risque. She's not fully nude or anything, but tastefully risque pictures for LA wildfire victims. And I'm like, I never thought of her in that way. But I like those
for humanity.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
You'll have to wait.
Oh, okay.
Delayed gratification, Mr. Bader.
Actually, you'll have to pay, Eddie.
We also have executive director of Black Lives Matter charged with massive wire fraud and money laundering scheme.
3-point-something million?
Shocking. Senate rejects extension of Obamacare subsidies. And so the politics of Obamacare and who's to blame for the rising premiums. I blame us all. Isn't that we are the government? The government is us. That's how democracy works.
Right now, we get what we vote for.
Right.
Well, kind of.
But even one of the Obama administration's former ICE chiefs is describing Trump's deportations as a remarkable accomplishment.
It is.
So even the guys that worked for the dogged political opponent are like, actually what Trump's doing.
The numbers are amazing.
And of course, Trump is to sign soon an executive order reclassifying marijuana to Schedule 3.
Interesting.
To Schedule 3.
Makes it a
so they can still do research.
Yeah, this doesn't outright legalize it or decriminalize it, but it makes everywhere where it's already legal, makes it much easier to do business, number one. And also like Alabama, that showed up where they did issue 3 dispensary licenses. The 4th they put out is still in a lawsuit because of some other Alabama law that you get to at least appeal not getting that.
If you ever doubted the conspiracy theory of alcohol against marijuana, just look at Alabama. They use the ABC to monitor.
And it's not even real weed. It's going to be like all this processed stuff.
Right.
Unless you go to the gas station down the road that's run by some
So if there was any other product that would be that popular in the state of Alabama and only 3 entities were allowed to sell it, wouldn't they call that a monopoly?
We're oligarchy, yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but anybody and their brother should be able to open up any shop.
This is Alabama. This is the Republic of Alabama.
Sickens me.
Also got stuff on Will Ainsworth and on I-65 widening and on Woodfin and Birmingham actually doing something right. And he gets backlash from it from the folks at home and all sorts of stuff. And of course, the whole ongoing saga of Erika Kirk and Candace Owens, as well as some fun stuff. I hope some fun stuff, some blast from the past stuff. But I want to begin today with a vague request, but it is deep from the heart. Eddie called me this morning. Our guy, who some of y'all get frustrated by him, but if you ever met the man in person, you realize he's salt of the earth. And I use that phrase intentionally. Truly salt of the earth. Duke. Without going to details, family is sick in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would hope all of us could lift Duke up in prayer, his family up in prayer for strength, for fortitude through these troubling times, and that this is all his will, not ours.
Yep.
We love you, Duke, despite all the frustrations. And I know I can be nasty at times, but just hearing what I'm hearing, we're not at liberty to share that publicly at this moment. Y'all pray for Duke and his family and pray again. And, there are a lot of folks, just generally pray for folks in this time of the year.
So many people that we don't even know what crosses they bear.
Exactly. You never know what somebody's going through. And that does bring me to this whole back and forth about Charlie Kirk at the end of the day. Before I get into what Erika Kirk said, Candace Owens' response, I want to say this because I put out an intemperate post that nobody saw on X, like 30 people saw it. But I'm really tired of these effers who think because I was right about a few things, it means every suspicion I have now in the future is, of course, probably on the right track too.
Oh,
it's not. I don't expect anybody to trust anything, especially not the federal government. Don't get me wrong. I think they've earned that distrust in many ways. And don't get me started on, say, the old prestige media. You really think Barry Weiss is going to bring people back into the fold trusting CBS News? No. But if you can't trust any institutions that were once prestigious that you did trust, or at least you took kind of what they said for granted, oh, that's the news. How can you trust yourself? Seriously. Half-truths are what, and questioning is what the serpent whispered to Eve. Adam and Eve did learn the difference between good and evil, and they cracked creation itself and their, special place in that creation. And it took thousands of years to fix it, though it was always fixed outside of time from the beginning of time, even before time began. But it's frustrating to see how dehumanizing in particular, social media has led us down. It's like we're all running psyops on one another unwittingly
We are.
to dehumanize us, to say that's not a person. That's this avatar for this thing I don't like. That's not a person. It's this, that, or the other. And so I can say whatever, or maybe it is a person, but I'm just going to assume the worst about them. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's frustrating because, when you hear about a good friend, somebody you actually know in the flesh, and you see them go through a trial, hopefully people will have the peace of mind and the sense and wisdom to realize that's almost everyone.
Therefore, the grace of God go I.
And here's a beautiful irony out of all this. Think about the book that Erika Kirk, people wondering, why is she doing this press tour, this press circuit? Well, it's mostly to promote the book that her husband left behind, already written, and it was about honoring the Sabbath. And last night, I'm reading through Hebrews in the New Testament. It's not exactly clear who wrote it.
There's some debate on that.
Definitely inspired, though, as you read through it. Pretty heavy philosophy. But a huge part of that is they describe salvation, they describe going to heaven as entering God's rest. And I think the best response to Candace Owens or anybody else or any of the noise that's out there and a lot of the accusations and half-truth questioning and whatnot that's going on is to pray for rest. Practically, as Charlie lays out in his book, turn it off, at least for a day. Ignore it. Hang out with the grandkids, hang out with the kids, call an old buddy you hadn't talked to in a while. Well, I guess you can't call.
Yeah.
Sit down with an old friend that you hadn't seen in a while in person. But get the electronics, get the noise and the nonsense out of you, find rest. And I ran across this line. It's in Hebrews 4:11, I believe is where it starts. 4:11 through 13. Let us therefore strive to enter that rest, that no one fall by the same sort of disobedience as the old Israelites fell away so many times. For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and spirit, of joints and marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Before him no creature is hidden, but all are open and laid bare to the eyes of him with whom we have to do. And as I read that, it just cut through all the crap. You can make excuses. You can have your suspicions. We all do. But we're all naked in front of God. None of us is hidden. And that word, the living word, cuts through us in places we didn't even know we have. And I would say if we want that rest, true rest.
Respite.
Yeah, because you get the heaven is a bunch of clouds and the harps, or it's like all the awesome stuff I ever wanted to do, like on earth.
71
and stuff.
virgins. No.
And no, I think it's something akin to true rest and peace.
Respite.
And I can only describe, I had one dream once. I've had dreams that disturb me, dreams that make me go, I better stop committing adultery in my heart. I've had all sorts of types of dreams. But I remember one in college, where it was like a symphony I'd never heard. It was music. It was pure music that swelled out of darkness and created this light that wasn't shocking to the eyes. It was like a warm bath as this music reached this crescendo, and I woke up and saw the sun. I think something like that is the rest that we hope for and pray for. And it should cut through the nonsense. I preface all this because I had to say all that, because as I went through and found these clips this morning and was seeing the reactions to and from, I did not have rest. I did not have peace.
I could sense immediately this morning when I texted you and said, drinks and discourse today.
No.
And I knew in my heart, I didn't know about Duke, but I did know about, I said, he's back in that blender again of emotion. So
well, and maybe you can convince me to do a cigar a little later. But I'm right now in this mood. I don't need any whiskey. I know. If you know what I mean.
Let me ask you something. When you look at this as a Christian, and it doesn't matter what denomination, when you are a true follower of Christ, what do you get from that? What do you get from Candace and this war? And I don't know. It's very disturbing. It is, and I think the statement that was made yesterday by Candace, if you're going to run a PSYOP, you should put me on payroll because I'll teach you how to do that.
Yeah, to make it look organic.
That was not a good reasoning. So.
No, it wasn't. And I don't know what to believe. I will, when it comes to other people, I try not to judge in that deepest way. Yeah. But you're asking what's kind of my general reaction.
As a Christian, I feel ashamed to see that going on.
I agree. Well, because again, it's a very classic trick by the devil. The devil doesn't just tell straight up lies. He always uses the best liars use half truths.
That's right.
In fact, the best propaganda is true.
It's always and if you tell it enough, it's truth.
And questioning that isn't in good faith. Questioning where the goalposts are always moved. Questioning where, for instance, if Matt Walsh covered this beautifully, if Erika Kirk smiles, she's fake. If Erika Kirk frowns, she's fake. If Erika Kirk goes and responds to all the noise, she's fake and something's wrong. And if Erika Kirk stays silent, well, that just confirms the suspicions too. And that's the most frustrating part. We live in an age of distrust. I certainly have plenty of distrust for all sorts of things. But what I strive to do is say, just because I suspect something doesn't mean it's true.
It's true.
And, some accusations are much worse than others. Some, it's like the government's up to this. Okay, whatever. People say that all the time. And I think, especially as an American, you should voice those sorts of suspicions. But when it comes down to family and widows and this shot through the neck that millions saw, that woke up millions, I think I heard Glenn Beck talking about that. I got the clip where he said it was like the answer to my prayer is seeing that memorial for him and seeing the revival of faith and spirit in so many people.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, we're now seeing a darkness that is trying to rise up to take that on and spread confusion and more doubt that you can't have anything, you can't have rest. So my full sense of it, I could try to back up a little bit. I could try. For instance, Erika was asked directly by Barry Weiss. I'm sorry, Barry. I mean, she's trying to do the new, what is it? Gonzo kind of like walk and talk and going through the studios of CBS and stuff.
Ridiculous.
And maybe it works out. Maybe CBS News ends up being, with this kind of new infusion of young blood, dynamic compared to all the other legacy media. So, best of luck to y'all.
Yeah.
But she, for instance, brought on Erika Kirk, and the full town hall, I believe, is Saturday night. But they're putting out early clips. And this was the question and answer. You can see Erika Kirk's disposition completely change as this goes on. Let's listen in together.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
The podcaster.
So that was one clip, but that's not the only place where Erika said this. It's not the only place at all. So here is a mashup. It starts with Erika Kirk saying this on, I believe, Will Kane's show. But it also begins with Candace Owens. Well, this is the reason why Erika Kirk was asking her to stop, because Candace Owens said this.
I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop.
Can we hear that again?
Yeah.
Can we hear that again?
I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop.
We were told that if we said stop, they would stop. And we said stop. And I'll say it again. Please stop. That's it.
We'll see if it's listened to.
Please stop. Please stop lying. But as soon as she tells me what it is I've lied about, I will cease lying immediately.
So she took Barry Weiss's framing of it,
Yeah.
and said, well, so you're telling me to please stop lying.
When I start, I'll stop with that.
No, we're kind of telling you to stop in general.
Stop in general.
On this.
Cease and desist.
And it's like a dog with a bone, man. And I get it. Once that dog gets that steak bone, like,
I can't help but feel watching this, and as I think on it, and I seek grace and wisdom, that what you reap, you sow thrice. And Candace Owens may have a very bitter upcoming.
But there's more, because folks might be wondering what this is a psychodrama.
Oh, it is.
At this point. And again, it is, you would hope that things, there's something about the face and face to face. Like the person, when somebody's right there across from you, there's a different, you know what I'm talking about. All of us, I think, know that.
Yeah.
Very different. You might feel real proud if you don't even know them. You're just talking into a camera, or even on the phone, or a text message, or like. But as soon as you got to actually look them in the eye and have a conversation, very, very different.
Yep.
So here is some more reaction. This is Candace Owens reacting to Erika Kirk, I believe, talking to Glenn Beck.
But my husband's legacy is not about his murder. My husband's legacy is what he left behind.
I just reject that. Okay, I reject that there's a higher calling that we need to all get around, and the legacy of actually the legacy, if we find out that the government is implicated, and it looks like to me, and I think a lot of people on the outside, the government is implicated, then actually his legacy is going to be that a person who gave all of himself to helping people get elected, all of himself to this political machine, was ultimately killed by it. And I think that matters.
So if my inclination that I can't prove is correct, then I have to just outright reject his widow's now running the legacy in that organization he built.
Yep.
But it didn't stop there. And, you know, again, folks have every right to react to things as they wish. I am not going to agree with it, and I'm not just going to write people off. But I'm just giving my take on this. Candace Owens kept going in that same show.
It's just, I trust my team. My team is amazing.
She's talking about Erika. She's essentially pantomiming Erika Kirk.
And my favorite date is April 24th, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold, and all you need is normal passion, not this like chat GBT feeling. That's what it is. It feels like we're so rich, you don't have the right to think. The elites are here. It feels elite. That's why I hate this. It feels elite. Even getting questions ahead to me, preparing answers, feels fake and gay.
It's a weird way to define authenticity, Candace.
How much she get paid episode?
Candace? Oh, she's making bank. And she's done something like, I don't know, 20, 30 episodes?
Yeah.
on this.
To me, she's kind of milking this cow.
Listen, she's repugnant in every sense of my word. I've always suspected her to be a sensationalist, but she's now she's trash, in my opinion.
She's milking this cow. That's all she's doing.
Right. And I don't know. I ignored a lot of this for a while because like whatever.
Yeah. Trash.
Like I didn't watch Candace anyway. And what's interesting is you even see like Tucker, who I think's friends with her, is like, he said a bunch of stuff on Theo Vaughn's podcast. He really came out and was like, well, all I'm just saying, you don't have to trust anybody. And like these things are true, but I don't know what it means. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, if you're asking a bunch of questions that you're like, this little fact is true, you don't know what it means, how it puts into the whole picture, then why are you even bringing this up in this vague way?
She comes across to me as someone who is bitter that she didn't get to take the mantle of Turning Point USA. And she sees Erika as a imposter, but it's sickening.
It's possible, and like that's all speculation. Like, good luck getting in.
This is my guidance as an intelligence officer.
Oh, I hear you, but like, good luck getting inside that woman's head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
If you hit her upside the head with an axe, Eddie, some snakes will come out.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Anyway, let's real quick go to East of the Rockies. Hey, East, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Quickly, this whole thing kind of reminds me, and I'm old enough to have been aware of this. It reminds me of the old Paul is dead conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the 60s. Yeah. Number 9. I mean, look, the several times I've listened to her, tell me if I'm wrong. She's floated different ideas on how he might have been murdered.
Yeah, she says stuff like
says,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. But then she says, well, if Erika tells me to stop, I'll stop. But that's not really what she means. She reminds me of Geraldo Rivera. She's about to open a safe.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be anything in it. She's just lost credibility with
and
me.
Another person, Patrick Bet David, who's been very friendly with Candace Owens over the years, got a big podcast of his own. He compared her to Morton Downey Jr.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
That was electrifying TV for the longest time until it just completely burned out.
You mean Morton Downey Sr., right? The old man.
The old man.
Junior's his son. He was the good one.
We had
he's the good one?
years
Okay,
the
whatever.
folding chairs fly again. I think wasn't it down at the riverfront? And Morton wasn't even there. But man, I mean, I'm just real disappointed in the lady. She seems to contradict herself, and maybe I'm not listening to her and hearing her out. But that's the perception that I have.
Well, and it's also a weird dynamic of, I'm going to bring up all these things that I think are inconsistencies. Like, why'd you take them to this hospital and not that hospital? What's going on with the ambulance? Why were there Egyptian planes falling around the Kirks and all this stuff like that? And then if somebody goes, you know what? We are trying to continue on. My husband's just killed. I'm now the CEO. And his whole team's right there. And we're trying to figure out what to do. It's only been 3 months. Excuse us for not like constantly answering all your questions. And again, if you don't answer the questions in a perfect exact way, you're going to get caught up even more because people make a lot of mistakes. If you refuse to answer, you're caught up. It's a freaking Kafka novel.
God.
Yep.
That's nice.
And in the end, all is dead, which he's not. Because I'm a big Wings fan. But hey, what can I say? All right. Well, listen, guys, thank you for your time, and thanks for your attention to this, man. It's mind-numbing.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
God bless. 272-9228. And you can say I'm biased because I'm about to play a clip of the guy who made me want to do talk radio. And in fact, I've never really had an in-face interaction with Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
But I did one day. He posted on X, and I just saw it like seconds after he posted it. And I said, Glenn, you're the one who inspired me to get into radio. I don't know if I should curse you or bless you for it. And he did like it. So one day I hope I could have he doesn't even need to be on freaking camera, just to sit down, long talk
awesome.
with
What
Glenn.
we can do about making that happen.
But I'm not going to play he did an 18-minute interview with Erika, and he's crying through the whole thing. Like, he's very emotional about all this. But you can still see it in his eyes today. But here's Glenn's take, and I thought it resonated with me.
Encourage people to read the charging document. Now, there are legitimate questions that you could ask. Did people know things beforehand? Were they queued off. There seemed to be stuff on social media that suggested people knew this was going to happen or something was going to happen. I want to see where those investigations are at. I want to see where those investigations lead. Was he radicalized by somebody? Was there a group? Was there multiple groups? Were there multiple people? Was there money involved? Where would that money come from? Was it foreign or domestic? I'm open to all of those questions, but I just encourage people, read the charging documents. They're very, very thorough.
Here, Andrew, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. I'm not hearing any of this stuff about Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm not hearing any of this. I'm not hearing that the Jews tried to kill him, that, Trump's own staff tried to kill him. We heard some that, was the Secret Service in on it? Was the FBI? What did they know? When did they know it? How come there's this cover up, et cetera, et cetera. But not the kind of stuff, not that Melania was in on it. And it just seems relentless. It won't stop. I mean, I was with you for the fundraiser on Saturday, and you guys didn't ask me to come. I came out of my own support of your organization or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I post something on Instagram. My gosh, the response from the people on my Instagram was, "You must have sold out. Well, you're getting money from Israel. You're doing," and I'm like, what is happening? It's the only way I can describe it. I've done this for 49 years now. And I've seen a lot of stuff in 49 years of broadcast. I've never seen anything, like Charlie Kirk's funeral. I prayed for that for 20 years, a revival. I prayed. I stood in that room and I felt the Spirit of God, and God came in. And when people started talking about politics, he withdrew. And they started talking about God again. He came back in. It was like unreal. I've never felt anything like it before. A miracle, a Moses-sized miracle. The same thing with darkness here. I've never seen anything like it. What's happening is players are being put on the field. You are sifting, right? You're being sifted. And where are you coming out? Are you going to be on God's side? Or are you going to be on evil? And I don't think people realize that. Maybe they do, but I'm not sure.
And I'll end with this because we do have to break and close out this segment. Again, Charlie somehow, and I think it is maybe a providential thing, from the grave left a book that I believe gives answer to all this controversy surrounding his untimely death. And in a word, it's rest. Rest and honor God's rest, and may the hope that you might enter his. And I can't prove it, but I believe Charlie has found that rest. We should listen to him. Rest.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Are you getting ready to put your home up for sale? Remember the 6 Ps. Prepare your home by deep cleaning, painting where needed, yard work, decluttering the inside. Present your home to the market through the experienced realtor who knows how to market the home and get it sold. Price the home at fair market value of what the home should bring in today's market. Your realtor can guide you in pricing the home to sell, not sit. Pay for part of the closing cost and provide a 1-year warranty. Buyers today don't have the down payment and all the cost of buying a home without some help. Prepare to look at offers from the marketplace and accept the best offer for your needs. And 6, place your trust in experienced professionals, including your realtor, closing attorney, and mortgage company. For all the details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. And remember, we are now hiring agents, both new and experienced. Call me today for an interview. Bo Goodson, 221-2883.
Need some extra cash? Gold and silver are at an all-time high. Turn your old coins, currency, or gold and silver into money at Trademark Coins and Currency, the only coin shop in the River region with over 40 years of experience. Veteran owned and operated, and proudly serving Montgomery from their location off Vaughn Road. Trademark Coins and Currency is always buying, And free appraisals means there's no pressure, just real value. Make an appointment today. Learn more at trademarkcoinsandcurrency.com. Trademark Coins and Currency. Experience you can count on.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
This is your roving reporter, and today I'm talking with a street corner Santa.
Ho, 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 man.
I see you're raising money for charity.
Yeah, and when I get done, I'm going to go over to talk to David Ernest about my portfolio.
Well, of course you can go see him, but you can also call him.
I know, man. Toll free. 833-596-7233. And remember, those last 4 digits spell out the word safe.
Indeed they do. And I understand there was some trouble over here last night.
Yeah, I kind of got thrown out of the cocktail lounge down on the corner.
What happened?
Well, I'd been out working, and I was kind of tired. I wanted a little something to drink, and I asked the bartender for a Santa's sleigh.
A Santa's sleigh? What exactly is a Santa's sleigh?
It doesn't matter what it is, man. It's just on the house.
You know you're getting cold, don't you?
Ring-a-ding-ding, man, and Merry Christmas.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Go to work for a family that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders is looking for experienced dump truck drivers. Call them today, 855-777-9785. Drive for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines and be part of the family.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are enjoying some fairly comfortable December temperatures for now. Lots of sunshine today and a good bit of sun tomorrow as well, with highs in the middle 60s both days. Low tonight, mid 40s. Risk of showers pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning, and then windy and colder Sunday. Falling temperatures down to about 40 by sunset. We'll be in the low 20s on Monday morning with a wind chill factor in the lower teens. Wow. In fact, the high on Monday will only reach probably the lower 40s. The sun will be back and 20s again on Monday night. Get ready for an Arctic blast from the Blue Water Weather Center. This is Rich Thomas.
Live local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Yes, just the matter of having Mrs. Erika Kirk designated as the victim representative in this case. She has filed through her counsel a request to be designated as the victim representative, and we would like the court to formally acknowledge that request and formally designate her as the victim representative. And I guess along those lines, I wanted to make clear as well, I think this court stated earlier that there was an alleged victim in this case. And I know that there is case law talking about being careful about how we refer to victims and alleged victims. But in this case, that case law makes clear that those cautions don't apply with the same degree, where it's clear that we have a victim who was killed in this case. We don't have an alleged victim. We have an alleged perpetrator, but we do know that we have a victim in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Ballard. I'll hear from the parties.
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Robinson, we certainly think it's appropriate for Mrs. Kirk to be designated as the victim representative if that is the desire of the state. just so there can be no doubt that she's afforded all of the rights assured to her under our state statutes, and we have no objection to that.
That was yesterday, and I believe Utah in the court. And you hear that? And you think about all the silly crap we talked about in the first half hour? Yeah, it's just kind of...
It's a perspective changer.
Yeah. Anyway, 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. It's 334-272-9228. But we will move on. I found something here that just to change up the tone. One of my favorite follows on X is dudes posting their W's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, I'd heard stories of this sort of vehicle. And I don't know if this was before your time, Eddie. I think it is before both y'all's time.
Okay.
But this is an old school vehicle that teenage dudes used to love.
That's why the car was advertised that most fathers would not let their daughters date a man that had an ash.
Yeah.
Because these seats folded down. And
it's an ash, he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does.
It looks like an ash. Yeah.
All the seats fold down. It's just like one big mattress bed. I like that right there.
It was a factory option that the seats on both sides folded down into a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did I read somewhere that they called it a businessman special that you could travel on the road?
We could sleep
Well, it wasn't exactly a business. They called it a family special because the actual literature that I have for the car shows a family sleeping in the car.
Yeah.
Both sides down. You could get fitted sheets. You could get bug screens for the windows. You could get Nash pillows, and you could sleep. And they actually advertised, don't waste money on a hotel or motel.
Yeah.
Sleep in your Nash. And they advertised it to save money.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Now, when you roll up the windows and turn on the heat and the car's running, I don't know if that was a good way to live back then, because generally carbon monoxide poisoning will get you.
Oh, sure. No, but that's why they had the bug screens. You should leave the windows open.
Okay.
Well, you shouldn't be sleeping in the winter.
True.
Well, and it shouldn't be on.
Listen, I got to
you're
tell you
sleeping.
this. So in the pantheon of cars, the Nash is not like a chick magnet.
Oh, no, by no means.
You're not really going to be pulling a lot of
But let me go ahead and tell
top
you,
talent
if
with
your
that.
dad or granddad or uncle used to drive a conversion van back in the 70s
you
or
were-
the
that's
80s,
party-
you've
that's
got some siblings that you are unaware of.
Party on wheels.
Mhm.
We had a conversion van.
A friend of mine sister boyfriend. Anyway, he had a waterbed in his 70s conversion van. Right.
That's crazy.
The motion
Right.
of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Reminds me of
Woo.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Waterbed. Yeah. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Well, hey guys.
Hello.
Oh, we got bad feedback. This is Babs.
Hey,
Babs.
I just called. I just got in the car and was listening, and I called to ask you if you have seen Hazardous History with Henry Winkler.
No, I don't think I have.
Well, try to watch it. I don't know when it comes on, but that's one of the things that they talk about. Well, the main thing that I remember is they go back to the 30s and the 40s and the 50s of the toys and stuff like that we used to have. And I mean, it's amazing that we're all still alive. One of the main things they were talking about that they've done away with is, remember the yard darts?
Jarts. We used to throw them at each other, Babs.
Of course. That's the only way you played.
Yeah, I remember.
Exactly.
I remember tail of those.
You could still order them from the Canadian Amazon, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, they probably get shipped. They'll get caught at customs, so don't try.
They're all the
Babs.
rage still in
Don't try it,
Alberta.
Babs.
But I'm not kidding. Like I said, it was just amazing. You know, the toys and stuff. Some of the stuff was radioactive that the kids got. It's just a great show. But if you get a chance, try to watch it.
We'll do it.
In case I don't talk to you anymore, Troy, I'm so glad you're on the show with Joey. And you know, Eddie, I love y'all.
Love you too.
We love you,
And,
Babs. You're
I
awesome.
want to wish you a very merry and blessed and healthy Christmas.
Amen, sister.
All
Love you,
right,
Babs.
take
Merry
care.
Christmas. Now, this next clip, this is apparently some French politician Sarah something. And it's in, I mean, she's talking in French.
Trump, je vous avoue que moi, quand je lis
Trump?
ce genre de déclaration dans l'étranger,
That's the only part I heard was Trump.
je trouve ça humiliant de lire que Donald Trump dit que Paris est devenue une ville désastreuse.
Would you like to hear the translation?
Well, she said it.
She says I got hairy armpits.
She said that what he's saying, she agrees, but the way he delivers it's humiliating and debasing.
I find Donald Trump's statements humiliating. When he says that Paris is a disastrous city, I agree with him, but I find it humiliating to hear it from the outside.
Well, do something, man.
Yeah, do something about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when somebody's like, man, Alabama, that backwater. And you're like, hey.
I can talk, but you can't talk.
It must be nice to.
It's kind of true, but shut up.
Well, you know, but listen, when people do that, Alabama, they still. We went to a whiskey tour and met somebody from DC, and my friend is sitting there with her, and she goes, "Where are you from?" He goes, "Alabama." He goes, "Oh, Alabama? They still sicking dogs on protesters down there?" And he goes, he looks at her and he goes, "Where are you from?" She said, "DC." He goes, "You know, we built a wall around that to keep you in, not to keep others out." And he said, it must be nice to make generalizations about somewhere you have never been. And she had never been. So
yeah, but when it happens to the French, it's kind of fun.
Yes, it is.
I agree with Donald Trump that it is a disaster.
She pulled out a white handkerchief just in case you needed to.
But I just hate to hear it coming from him.
Get one as soon as you're born. In the States, you get a Social Security card, and
you get a white hanky.
272-9228. I just realized something that I forgot to print a thing.
Oh,
yeah. So we'll be right back.
Print the thing.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hello, this is David Ernest with Ernest Financial. And just like Ernest Financial makes lots of money for our clients, Blue Water has helped us make lots of money for our company. You cannot go wrong with advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the river region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your local Roto-Rooter. The Tiers family extends best wishes to all those in the river region this holiday season. Don't let plumbing issues turn your celebrations into a lump of coal. Roto-Rooter is a phone call or a click away for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 272-7130 or online at rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter, Roto-Rooter.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Between wrapping, decorating, and searching for those elusive scissors, you're spending a lot of time crawling around on your floors. Be honest. How's it looking down there? If it's not great, give your floors a glow up before the relatives show up during Prattville Carpet's holiday sale. With tile, luxury vinyl plank, and carpet starting at just $1.39 a square foot. That's less than the batteries you'll burn through on Christmas morning.
Hi, I'm Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. Call us today for your free measurement. Prattville Carpet, we're more than just carpet.
Deck your floors this holiday season. Shop PrattvilleCarpet.com.
The River Region's News Talk station. News Talk 93.1. WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Vedder and Troy Kirk here in the studio with me. Cool. And this part of the program brought to you by Invista Advisors. Normally we'd be talking to Austin Branco, but he's busy. Right
Busy, man.
He's making money.
But they're at Invista Advisors. They're going to give you a lot of insights. For instance, Austin runs the brokerage desk over there. So a big part of a financial plan, especially a long-term financial plan, is having the right investment vehicles and the right strategies for where you are in life. They can help you with that, of course. And it's not just that, though. because it could be you're just starting a family.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to get together life insurance, get together a plan that will play into those investments on, looking to save up money to take care of the kids as they get older in life. It could be a lot of your money, say you're middle age and you're getting more into the 60s and 70s and all your money's tied up in your business. And you're like, eventually I'd like to offload this, or,
plan.
They can help you with that, or maybe run an endowment and just need that managed, or a nonprofit. They can do that there at Invista Advisors. And of course, there's always end of life concerns, last will and testament, and just running your estate and making sure it's going to be done the right way, and to make sure your family's getting the money that you saved up over your whole lifetime, because you don't want certain tax events and these sorts of things. They've got a great team there, interdisciplinary team, all sorts of different angles and expertises they can provide to you when they're creating that long-term financial plan. So check out Invista Advisors today. You can always learn more at InvistaAdvisors.com, or just call them direct at 387-0094. That's 387-0094. And be sure to tell them that Joey Clark, that fellow on the radio, sent you. Not a lot of time here in this segment, but I also ran across this today.
What is this?
And I don't know if it's true, but I'm happy to trust this fella. He looks like a trustworthy enough fella in his cardigan.
Yeah.
Eddie, you think you'd ever wear a vest like this?
He probably has.
Yeah, I've had to in the past, but yeah.
You had to? What do you mean you had to?
Different job, sales job. You want to look like a schmuck like that, so I had to wear a vest.
And yet you think wearing the onesie, you look like amazing.
Oh, it's awesome. In fact, I put it on, I wore it the whole night. Didn't even wash it or nothing.
Anyway, think about, before I play this, the music that you've been listening to on repeat, the songs that you've been going back to.
Okay. That happens.
Let's listen into the man in the cardigan sweater.
You find a song that hits different and play it on repeat for hours, days, maybe weeks, until suddenly you can't stand it. Your brain discovered that specific frequency combination produces neurotransmitters you're lacking. Music neuroscientists found that obsessive song repetition isn't about the lyrics or the melody. Your brain identified exact frequencies that trigger production of whatever chemical you need. Sad songs that make you cry release oxytocin. Angry music discharges cortisol. That one song on repeat is medicine. Your brain keeps requesting the dose until your chemistry balances. Then suddenly the song does nothing for you. You must not need that medicine anymore. This is why specific songs help during specific life periods then become unlistenable. Your brain was using them as a pharmaceutical intervention. Here's something wild. You can identify what neurotransmitter you're low on by what songs you're craving. Seeking aggressive music means cortisol needs discharge. Wanting sad songs means you need oxytocin for healing. EDM cravings often indicate dopamine deficiency. I keep a playlist called Brain Medicine and pay attention to what songs I'm repeating. It tells me what my nervous system needs before I consciously know. The Neural Reset Protocol teaches neurotransmitter balancing without dependency. Tap the link in my profile.
Yeah, tap the link in my profile. But actually, I think he's on something.
Not a bad idea.
Frequencies are very real. Frequencies are extremely real. I had an
100%.
experience, as you know, Joey, that was not void. It was frequency modulated. So.
Oh yeah, and it explains, like, if you're in a high stress environment, life stressful, sometimes you want that heavy, like heavy stuff.
Yeah, Lamb of God.
And then sometimes, you're just like, you feel happy, but you want a little more happiness, and you drive in listening to Borderline by Madonna.
Nothing wrong with
or Landslide by Stevie Nicks over and over and over.
Or maybe I'll tumble for you.
Oh, man, I love Culture Club. I love Culture Club.
Wait, what is that?
When I'm getting to that, I know I've got to make a change, or I'm going to keep going down that rabbit hole. So Culture Club is kind of my bottom.
But you wear a onesie. You wear a onesie.
Oh, I enjoy wearing a onesie.
You forsake
probably
Boy George. What's wrong with you?
I am thinking about wearing the onesie on the way to Jamaica because it's going to be cold
God,
here.
I hope you show up
Miserable,
in that
20
country.
degrees.
Sean
86
Duffy's
degrees.
going to be very upset with you. He wants us to be more professional.
Customs
I know,
will
and
turn you away.
that honestly, I'm considering what he's saying, so I'm thinking about Crocs.
No, get a
If I'm gonna wear
onesie
them
that
or not.
looks like a
With
tuxedo.
socks.
Okay, have you seen, again,
Tuxedo onesie.
I know you guys aren't on the same channel as I am, but there's this blue jean. It looks like a lady wearing blue jean outfit, completely blue jean outfit. It's sweatpants, big time sweatpants, but they look exactly, and
Like
they
jeans.
fit exactly like tight fitting jeans.
You probably could shove more in there with the
Oh yeah, there's a
material.
drawstring in there that kind of helps pull up that wet laundry.
yeah.
Anyway, does it get rid of the Sasquatch body?
Dick her down.
It hides it a little bit.
A little bit. Anyway,
Great.
We got at this top of the hour break. First, this part of the program brought to you by River Region Contracting. And there at River Region Contracting, Todd Clark and that great team are ready to help.
See what I showed you a while ago,
out.
Joey?
What'd you show me?
That what I tossed you, that screw with that grommet on it?
Yeah.
You know, we got a new roof here.
They should have gone with River Region.
That's number
Contracting.
7
Yeah.
for me.
It was Pedro and Sons.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you want it done really, really right, and by the way, we don't own this building.
No, we don't own the building. We have no control over that.
But they should have gone with River Region Contracting
No
because
doubt.
you don't get crap like that.
That'd be number
one.
7.
They wouldn't have blown the beds, would
No.
they?
Right.
No, that's literally number 7 I found in the parking lot.
Yeah, and then you found a bunch of tacks the other day.
Nice.
And so maybe you do need a brand new roof.
River Region.
They're going to be able to do it the right way there.
Yeah, they
River
can.
Region Contracting. Or it could be you just need inspections done. And why not do it on a regular basis? Because their inspections are always free there.
And accurate, too.
Every year.
And they're going to find problems like a lot faster that way.
Yep.
They're going to be less costly, and it might be a simple fix as opposed to a real big job. But either way, they'll write up an estimate for free.
Yep.
And they show up on time. They do the job well. They don't leave grommets and screws and all sorts of stuff just hanging out in the parking lot. Gum. And they're insurance specialists. So if you're looking to make a claim, but you're nervous about it, well, they can walk you through that claims process and make it easy and
Also,
swift.
a good reason to get that inspection. It creates that paper trail.
There you go. So y'all check them out today. That's River Region Contracting, 356-8635. That's 356-8635. And be sure to tell them that Joey, Eddie, and Troy, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Utah man charged with killing Charlie Kirk made his first in-person in-court appearance yesterday as his attorneys pushed to limit media access in the high-profile case. Prosecutors have charged Tyler Robinson with aggravated murder in the September 10th murder of the conservative activist Charlie Kirk. It happened on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem. Congress is rolling back ADSB tracking requirements for military helicopters in Washington, D.C. Instead, they'll rely on the less precise TCAS alerts. That's a move safety officials call a major setback after January's deadly crash involving a military helicopter. The average rate on a 30-year U.S. mortgage edged higher this week, though it does remain relatively near its low point so far this year. Right now, it's about 6.22%. This is SRN News.
It's Mike Gallagher. The holidays are right around the corner, and you know what that means. Travel, gifts, family gatherings, and a whole lot of spending. Here's a way to get ahead of it all. Call my friends Mike and Brian and the team at Fellowship Home Loans. Rates have dropped again. That means you could refinance, lower your monthly payment, even skip your next 2 mortgage payments. That's right, 2 months with no mortgage payment. Put away the checkbook. Keep that money for the holidays. You won't be making any more payments till 2026. Maybe you're not looking to refinance, but you need access to cash. Well, Fellowship now offers their own HELOC and line of credit. Approval just takes a few minutes, and you can have funds in your account in as little as 4 days. Use it to pay off bills, finish a renovation, or simply get ready for the new year. Just go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillip Shinbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillip Shinbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are enjoying some fairly comfortable December temperatures for now. Lots of sunshine today and a good bit of sun tomorrow as well, with highs in the middle 60s both days. Low tonight, mid 40s. Risk of showers pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning, and then windy and colder Sunday. Falling temperatures down to about 40 by sunset. We'll be in the low 20s on Monday morning with a wind chill factor in the lower teens. Wow. In fact, the high on Monday will only reach probably the lower 40s. The sun will be back, and 20s again on Monday night. Get ready for an Arctic blast from the Blue Water Weather Center. This is Rich Thomas.
Whether you're buying a home or auto or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank's personal loans get you where you need to go. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you or apply online today. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories.
Montgomery police have charged a man with reckless murder following a fatal wreck. The 3-vehicle accident happened Wednesday night at the intersection of East Fairview Avenue and Norma Bridge Road, where 54-year-old Frederick Hill was killed. Cameron Wilhide of Memphis was arrested and charged with reckless murder. The eyes of the sports world will be on Montgomery Tuesday night as one of the first bowl games of the season is played at Crampton Bowl. In-state rivals Jacksonville State will be taking on the Troy Trojans in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. The game will be nationally televised on ESPN. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. Tuesday night at historic Crampton Bowl. The Wetumpka Christmas on the Coosa celebration and parade takes place on Saturday. This year's theme is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, featuring live entertainment, great food, crafts, and a special ski-in from Santa on the River. Christmas on the Coosa all day Saturday in Wetumpka. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
What if this was someone in your family that had a chronic illness that they could not get away from?
Millions of Americans live with a disease that has no cure.
I was diagnosed with a rare form of sarcoma. The most immediate findings indicated that I should lose my leg, but it ended up taking 4 clinical trials in 25 years to get me to this point.
Cures are within reach if we invest in funding for life-saving medical research that's needed to find them.
Even if they're unsuccessful in my treatment, that they will have learned from my treatment that will be able to allow others to stand on my shoulders to be able to be helped.
Join the fight for cures. Tell your elected representatives to support American medical research. Visit unitedforcures.org/action to send a letter today. Paid for by United for Cures Action.
I'm Lindsey Bonner from Action 8 Lace-Up Sports. We're your home for the college football playoffs as the Alabama Crimson Tide prepares to take on Oklahoma. On Friday, December 19th, don't miss our Action 8 Lace-Up Sports special, The Road to the Playoffs. Sports analyst John Longshore and I will have everything you need to know to get ready for the game. Watch Action 8, ABC 32, the CW Montgomery, or MeTV at 6:30 Friday night, December 19th. Then stick around for the game at 7 on ABC 32. It's complete coverage from Action 8.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Bader is the one in the festive Santa shirt, and Troy Kirk is the one in the tan jacket. And let's do some Alabama news. Let's just run down some stuff. Well, first off, I think April Marie Focal wrote this one up. It's, I believe, the top trending story there at the moment at 1819 News. Woodfin gets one right. I presume she's talking about Mayor Woodfin.
So.
City of Birmingham clears homeless encampment in Linn Park. Backlash ensues.
Oh,
what, from the homeless?
Yeah.
But Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin is keeping his promise to address homelessness and public safety. Over the last several weeks, the city of Birmingham has worked to relocate those who are living in a homeless encampment in Linn Park, located in downtown Birmingham. For the last 2 weeks, city staff have taken complaints regarding unhoused residents. Unhoused. It's not the homeless now. They're unhoused.
It's like retarded. You can't say that.
No, and it's one step from unloused. Yeah. Like, it's just what is
deloused. They need deloused.
Yeah, good God, man. But anyway, taking complaints regarding unhoused residents in Linn Park. For several days, we sent Hart Beham to engage. One person in particular refused to remove his tent. The city explained in an expanded social media post following the misinformation campaign that accused the city of a quote-unquote raid on the homeless there. It is important to note that tents and similar structures are not permitted in city parks without approval from the park board. When tents or encampments appear, the city's consistent approach is to request removal of the structures while still allowing the individuals to remain in the park during regular hours. Our Hart Beeham outreach workers engaged repeatedly, offering services, transportation, and safe alternatives. In one case, an individual declined every offer and over several days became increasingly aggressive towards staff. When the situation escalated today, Birmingham police intervened to prevent anyone from being harmed. No one was arrested. No one was forced out of the park, the city added. The only goal was to keep everyone safe, including the individual involved, and to continue offering the support he has been repeatedly encouraged to accept. Woodfin's actions have come under fire from City Councilwoman Crystal N. Smitherman, who posted on social media, "As a member of the Birmingham City Council, I want to be clear. Like many of you, I learned about it after the fact, and it hit me hard. I was not aware that belongings were removed from Linn Park yesterday, and I share the concerns many residents have raised." The city said it will, quote, continue working with community partner service providers and residents to ensure that every person seeking stability and shelter has a path forward. And they urge people to call the line for that Hart Beeham, which I guess is about homeless or, unhoused person services. And it's just like, this shouldn't even be news. Like, it's a basic ordinance of like having a quality city and quality parks. What in the hell?
There was and I think I've discussed this with you before. I probably need to send it to you. Reuters does these incredible deep dives into exposés on things, and it's under their investigations. And they investigated the weaponization of homelessness in America by nonprofit organizations that set up with the sole purpose of creating chaos and dissent by pushing their rights forward.
And then also I've heard another dynamic, and it applies especially to homeless outreach in, say, California, but it can involve other charitable causes, so to speak. But the term I've heard is telescopic charity.
Yes, that's
you don't have to smell them. You don't have to touch them. You don't have to go hand food out or help somebody and learn all their issues while you're trying to help them. You can just hand out some money and watch from your high rise. And look, they're giving them blankets, honey. I think we paid for those blankets.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting how, to your point, it's these institutions don't go away. You would think, like, if you're being really successful at this, you wouldn't need all these institutions, like these nonprofits and all these groups.
Right.
And yet they grow bigger and bigger by the year, and the underlying issues aren't actually addressed.
There's a lot of money in a nonprofit, Joey.
Right. There's a lot of money in helping the unhoused.
They just don't have to report it.
Why? How do we get to this? What happened to churches taking care of these things?
Yeah, well.
But also, again, what happened to just basic enforcement of ordinances in the city?
Got soft.
Well, and to their credit, thank you. I'm not even a Birmingham resident. Thank you, Mayor Woodfin, for actually doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is a shame that it's a news item that he actually did it. And then, of course,
it would be a news item if they did it here.
The womanly backlash from the female counselor.
Well, she can go house with them.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, another story. Paul Finebaum.
Paul.
He's not running for Senate.
He's explaining why he didn't run for Senate. A reluctance to criticize his current employer as quote-unquote woke was the main reason ESPN football commentator Paul Finebaum decided against running for Senate.
He's doubling down.
Finebaum discussed how he got interested in running for the Senate during an interview at the Takeout with Major Garrett on CBS News on Thursday. It all started after Finebaum headlined a Coach Safely Foundation event in August in Vestavia Hills. On the way out of the event, I shook hands with somebody that I knew, and there were a lot of people around. The next day, I'm back in Charlotte doing our show, and I get a text from this guy. I'll be a little careful how I describe it, but he said, "You were great last night. It was fantastic. So-and-so and I are so happy you're back in Alabama." Final line of the text. "Do you want to run for the Senate? I can be indecisive about big decisions. For the rest of my life, which may be a month, it may be 25 years, I have no idea why I responded this way." I texted back, "Yes." Thus beginning the most bewildering 3 months of my life, says Finebaum. Within 5 minutes, I was being connected to other people. This person is connected to a major person in Washington, D.C. Finebaum continued. Within 2 weeks, one of the top Washington political operatives and two of his colleagues showed up on my doorstep one night at 6 p.m. Well, they didn't pre-schedule it, didn't text me. They didn't show up.
That's what they do.
I did the show that day from my house, and we spent the next 4 hours mapping out the campaign. We were off and running. I said, well, can I win? They said, absolutely. They showed me how I was going to win. They thought it was a particularly weak field. They had tried to get somebody else to run. They had tried and failed to get Bruce Pearl, the basketball coach at Auburn, to run. He thought about it for a couple months, bailed out. They were down to their last swing, and they found me. Finebaum said he ultimately decided against running for Senate because he wasn't willing to criticize his employer, Disney, as woke. Here's the full quote from Finebaum. Being in this cauldron for 3 months, I saw the path. I dealt with donors. I dealt with a lot of people. They kept rushing me in. Even Coach Tuberville called me at one point and said, you can't wait much longer. You got to get in FEC files. You've got to show you're legitimate. I said, fine. I kept putting it off, Finebaum said. Ultimately, the reason I couldn't do it was the political operatives. And I know this sounds like I'm blaming something on other people, but I'm not. I'm just telling you the reality that you already know. They told me the clearest and cleanest path to victory. I was running as a Republican in Alabama, and I'm just going to paraphrase the political operative's words. You need to run against woke Disney. I could not do it. I could not burn down the place I'd worked for the last 13 years that had given me the opportunity as a Birmingham talk show host and use whatever you may think of Disney, and plenty of people have opinions. Disney owns ESPN, for those of you who don't know. I couldn't do it. I had several prominent people, including 2 sitting senators, tell me that's your path. I wonder who those 2 senators were. I wonder who those operatives are associated
I didn't hear it. I heard a different story about what Tommy said.
Yeah, well.
Alabama's not going to elect a 70-year-old Jew.
Yeah. 272-9228. I think they would have. I think Bruce Pearl got in. Finebaum gets in.
Now that's a different ilk of Jew. He's a conservative Zionist, but come on, you saw the comments. You remember the comments that he made about Trump and about the Trump policies. I don't think he would have got the Club for Gross nomination.
Yeah, I think also Finebaum saying I was their last swing, right?
He was the
Will Ainsworth for Senate in 2026 is another headline.
I
think those operatives knocked on Will's door.
You think?
And Ainsworth is coming out swinging today against, not on a federal thing, some interesting stuff against the, I guess, the director of ALDOT, the Department of Transportation here in Alabama. Ainsworth was always against this, West Alabama Highway project?
Yeah.
Highway to nowhere.
And he says Cooper should be embarrassed. Spending $750 million on the West Alabama corridor with zero federal match is the biggest abuse of taxpayer funding in Alabama history. ALDOT Director John Cooper should be embarrassed. When your local potholes, roads, and bridges can't be repaired for lack of funding, blame this massive boondoggle. Ainsworth put out yesterday on the Book of Faces. Ainsworth posts true reaction from 2 former state senators. The legislature has responsibility to block this. Don't blame it on the hired help. Former state Senator Jim McClendon from Springville, Alabama, said in response. And former state Senator Gerald Dial from Lineville commented with a thumbs up emoji. I served with 7 ALDOT directors. John Cooper is the best one we have ever had. I don't live in West Alabama, but this is important to have a north-south route so we can help the economy of that area and therefore the whole state. For too long, leaders have turned their back on West Alabama, and we all pay the price. Dial is considering a 2026 run to return to the legislature.
Water Park.
Yeah.
Recycling center.
Well, no, somebody should look into
who bought this land all of a sudden?
Yeah, who's been buying property there in West Alabama?
Yeah.
Just look into it.
What's the road going to do? We're going to build a road, maybe somebody will show up?
And especially because a lot of West Alabama is some of the poorest parts of not just the state, but the nation.
There's hardly any industry up through Demopolis and stuff. But the problem is you've got to build it to stimulate it.
But they're not going to give a big payday to the folks that currently own land there? Okay. No, it's going to be somebody else that gets it, for pennies on the dollar. Then the state will.
Speaking of Senate run, I was with 2 candidates last night at the governor's mansion. Jarrett and Rodney Walker were there.
Jared Hudson and Rodney Walker were at the governor's mansion.
Well, for the Alabama GOP Christmas party.
Okay. How did that go?
I got to be honest with you. Brian Dawson and I were comparing notes, and Brian goes, what do you think, Troy? I go, I was a little underwhelmed. I thought we might have alcohol. We were going to have some sort of great event, but in terms of just crap show, but no, it was very tame, very, very muted. It was nice. The Admiral, though, was disinvited, debarred by the security team. Yeah. He may call in later today to discuss if he wanted to, but he was pretty miffed.
Yeah, and I think that everybody at the GOP here in Alabama, though I like them very much, knows not to invite me to stupid crap like that. But I'm glad you were able to go. Do y'all wear the tuxedo again and everything?
You know what? I asked Jack. I said, Jack, what you want to wear? He said, I think I'm going to do a tux. I said, all right, I'll do one. And thought. He said, no, I'm going just dark suit. And I'm glad I did because some people were in there with like denim jackets on and stuff.
And then we have another Alabama
Canadian
story.
tuxedo?
Huh?
People in there with a Canadian tuxedo?
Like full denim?
Yeah, with a mullet too. One guy had a mullet.
But it is Alabama.
But
it's perfect.
Bill Pulte, the Federal Housing Finance Agency director, he's moving Fannie Mae's offices from California to Birmingham.
Wow,
that's right.
a big deal.
It's a good
That
move.
is a big deal.
It's a really good move.
Yeah, in fact, we have Coach Tuberville, the aforementioned, who will probably be the next governor of the great state of Alabama. This is him with Kudlow yesterday talking about this big move.
And the one down in San Francisco, it is moving to Birmingham, Alabama. We're looking forward to it. We want to make sure it's done the right way. Obviously, it brings a lot of money, a lot of jobs, but they were the employees today in California were told they were out of a job, and now it will be moving to Birmingham. But again, President Trump's trying to do everything to get anything government-wise out of these blue states that are absolutely running our country. So we'll do the best we can to get.
Yeah, well, I have to say, both senators are doing a heck of a job bringing stuff here.
He's on the plane this morning. He put on, you saw on Twitter, he's flying with Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War.
I saw that too.
Yeah, down to Redstone.
What do you think of this Fannie Mae moving to Birmingham?
I'd rather government people up here get the money than out there. I don't have any more faith in the system. But.
Oh, right. Well,
that's not changing, but the servicing of it will be.
Yeah.
Are they still I guess they're technically government-sponsored entities.
Oh, yes, they are. Absolutely.
GSEs. Yeah, that's an interesting. I love how that created a moral hazard for the 2008 crisis.
Well, it's great. Trump's
and all that's gone away, right? All the subprime, that's all gone away.
No,
really?
No, Joey.
What are ninja loans back?
Things will be making a comeback. Things that you hadn't seen, I don't know, since about 2008. Probably coming back here soon.
Yeah.
Wow. 50-year mortgages. That's a great idea.
Don't worry. If the MBS is crap again, the Fed will just buy it up.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
Win-win, right?
Yeah. Why not? You better invest in Bitcoin, folks. Let's go to Teacher B. Hey, Teacher B. How you doing?
Hey, I'm Joey. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Happy Friday. I hate that. I don't like Finebaum, but I hate that he gave that information out. We look like dummies down here in Alabama when our candidates are picked for us. And I guess they think that we just want all the coaches, to be they're the only ones
That's how I
that
get where
can
you
do
are.
this.
Yep.
You know what we need? Y'all know what we need. We need term limits, and we need them yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we need campaign finance reform. No, you can't. No more giving unlimited amounts to candidates.
Yes. It just is sad when you hear that, and I like Bruce Pearl, and I guess Finebaum's a good guy, but we don't need our candidates picked for us. We need, I don't care how polished you are, what you look like, or where you come from.
But these folks get paid handsomely to play that game. And I say it all the time, Teacher B, that there are a lot of decisions made in back rooms before the people ever get to make a decision on election.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. And now, here's my last question. Why don't you run for something, Joey?
Oh, my God. Do you hate me?
He's running for Bachelor of the Century right now.
Because that would be like hell. That would be like a punishment. I don't want to run for it.
We need people like you, though, that don't give a darn. They're just going to tell it like it is. And
yeah, but
he does give a darn.
I don't know. I just got a feeling those are the folks that end up dead. So,
good point, Joey.
Probably right.
With a gunshot to the back of your head.
Well, I appreciate the confidence.
Good call.
I do.
Yeah. Well, look, y'all, you just keep exposing them, okay? Just whatever you can do, let us know. We'll listen and form our own opinions. But thanks, and y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
Appreciate
you.
Good job.
Let's go to Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
Joey, how y'all been doing? No time
Pretty
no
good.
talk.
How you doing, Dennis?
Hey, Dennis.
I'm doing fantastic, guys.
Good deal.
I saw some on the internet. Could be a crack in the door that Ainsworth might be ending up running for U.S. Senate.
Oh, yeah.
He teased that. He teased it on his Twitter saying,
he said the field looks a little weak, and it was kind of just seeing what folks we're going to send back to him. I kind of like that he said my shot as governor, and I don't have any other aspirations elsewhere. I wish he would just stick to that. But I can see why, that Finebaum story we just did, How he said, I was the last swing for
Yeah,
them.
right,
No,
right.
I think there are folks talking to Will and being like,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, it
He's
would be
trying-
great.
He's trying to stay relevant, and I think it's good. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just wondered about that. Tell me this: is there a dark horse candidate for the U.S. Senate race that no one's talking about that could make a run?
I would say this slot of the two veterans in the race.
Yeah. Morgan Murphy.
Morgan Murphy's very impressive. And then don't underestimate Jared Hudson, especially if he gets the money behind him. And I think he's been doing well on the fundraising. The obvious are like Steve Marshall and Barry Moore, but you asked dark horse. I don't want to give short shrift to Rodney Walker because I've never met the man. I don't know him.
Yeah, he's not going to.
But I would look at Morgan Murphy and Jared Hudson.
I want to get your reaction, Joey. What do you think of Montgomery buying the old advertiser bill and trying to make it a convention civic center arena?
I think them taking over the property is probably wise, better than a bunch of storage facilities going up there eventually. But in terms of the conversation of what will be put in place, we aren't even there. That they can say convention center, they can say arena. Let's look at the environmental cleanup bill first for that property, and then we'll have an argument over the cost of a bond, and it's going to be a several year thing.
I understand. Guys, y'all have a good Merry Christmas.
You too, Dennis.
Merry Christmas.
Take care, brother.
Right, Dennis.
Yeah. Good luck. That's
it's a nut roll.
Interesting stuff. And I don't know. When I look at downtown Montgomery, there are some moves that probably should be made. Just the amount of buildings that are
just derelict and setting.
Right.
Blighted.
So why are we buying more dead space? How about let's encourage some folks to move into these spaces that are already decrepit down there?
Here's the thing. I think there was one that it was under Todd Strange where we did that. Like somebody bought a space and there was a proviso in there that I'm going to develop it.
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't been.
Yep.
Yeah. And so it's like, well,
you got to put clawbacks in there. If you don't do it by this date, I get my money back plus.
And even if you've got the clawbacks, you got to follow through with them.
There you go.
Dr. Pat Ryan sunk $1.5 million into 23 Court Street. And he got a lot. He got a lot of support, obviously, because he was doing it. But there was no real incentives other than, "Hey, thanks, great job."
Yeah, and there are some great spots. I'd say if you haven't been to Ravello, folks, you might think it's too rich for my blood. No, there's actually some reasonably priced stuff there.
Really
and when you sit down in there, you're like, look at the amount of money invested in this beautiful building, and it's a unique restaurant eating experience. And it's a shame that we don't have that momentum right now. And I think some of that is due to not having the basics down and thus leading to perception problems. And also sometimes even the stuff like, I'm not going to knock them for the investment, all the stuff with the Legacy Museum and all the convention center down there that's just gone up.
The Whitewater.
And Whitewater is a different thing. But the point I'm making is that all that stuff just reminds folks of you still sicking dogs on people down there.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, okay, so you get a hit of tourists coming in to see all this stuff, but can we also sell the new Montgomery a little better instead of reminding people of the past so much?
What about Oscar Wilde? There's no such thing as bad publicity. There is. There actually is.
Anyway, I think Montgomery needs a new leadership, and that's just where I'm at this point. I think we got a lot of assets, and there are a lot of families that aren't spoken for. People my age, a little younger, a little older, who are raising families that decided to lay those roots in Montgomery. And I don't think they're being represented very well at this moment, just to put it mildly. And I think that's on all sides of town as well. Again, 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. That's 334-272-9228. But, one thing Will Ainsworth was pushing, he just became known for it a while. In fact, he slapped me pretty hard on the shoulder when Trump at the GOP dinner was saying, Will Ainsworth's right. We need to widen 65. And, somebody hit me right on the arm, and then I look, and it's him walking by. He goes, how about that? I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
It was a good idea.
Honk, honk. I-65 Alabaster-Calera widening project. That is where it gets bad. And it's not because of wrecks,
man.
It just bottlenecks.
Bottlenecks,
is not big enough.
Any kind of road construction up that way leads to it. But you've got every kind of construction up there. You got houses up there.
Oh, yeah.
People are making that commute from Birmingham. I mean, they're coming as far as Clinton to Birmingham.
Yep.
So that's only going to get worse.
So AlDOT did provide an update on this project, a widened 65 from Alabaster to Calera. The two-phase, $143 million project should be open by
2028.
Spring of 2028.
Now,
Phase
Make
one,
it even 30.
phase one began in February and June. Phase two begins in October. We got phases to this thing. The project includes the replacement of 8 bridges, new retaining walls under existing bridges, and additional lanes. Governor Kay Abbott has made the project a priority through the Rebuild Alabama Act benefit. The purpose is to ease this congestion. Yeah.
The congestion.
Well, and by the way, that's what's the irony of this. The congestion is going to get that much worse in 2028.
Yes.
Because, and it's from experience. Like, there's a stretch when my brother was living in Greenville where they're doing work in South Carolina, and then especially South Carolina into North Carolina. Went to Charlotte to visit an aunt and uncle, and they're doing construction on that road to widen it, and it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare, but you gotta do it.
They've been working on 85 in Montgomery since I was born.
Oh, I know. Well, and there's always been that promise of the outer loop, and they finally got that big old bridge,
that big old ramp out there,
and wall, and it's fun to drive fast.
Very fun.
You ever done it in the convertible?
I've done the convertible on a bike. It was great on the bike.
But does it connect big to like the whole vision of the?
No, but for a minute there, I kept saying, "Did you see where this road ends? Are you fixing to hit a roadblock? Are we fixing to do Evil Knievel off here?" Because it doesn't look like it just goes nowhere; it just goes up, up, and up.
Yeah,
it's somebody should have checked that there were wetlands out there where they were building that.
Well,
That
and
would
it
have
just
been good.
it's like what? Think about the men who like built America in the turn of the 20th century.
Transcontinental Railroad.
Yeah.
That's before.
I'm just saying we were on it, right?
But they built it. They didn't have to run into this
Panama
constant
Canal.
BS.
Yeah, well, think of just how they would put up scrapers, how quickly the government would actually get things done.
Yeah.
Think of like the men who helped mobilize for World War II.
Come on.
Like how quickly we were able to get
Why
there.
was that? Because we were a homogenous society and we could come together in unity in everything we did.
Yeah, we had a unifying purpose. That is particularly true. And on this topic, I got a clip.
What do you got?
This Palmer lucky guy.
I know Palmer.
And he's definitely read as Arthur Herman, who's been a reoccurring guest on the show, one of my favorite historians. And this was on Rogan a little while back. Mr. Lucky made an appearance there, and he's got a good point.
How did the United States win World War II?
A lot of it was manufacturing.
Exactly. Most of it was taking over old factories. We took all our automotive factories. We had them building aircraft. We had them building weapons. We had them building missiles. China would love to wipe out the American automotive industry, partly for economic reasons, because it also means we will never be able to fight a war against them. There's the economic war and the kinetic war that they could win with one move, which is outcompeting our automotive industry. Andrew has to think about this all the time. If you can only make your missiles in this specialized factory that took you 10 years to set up, what in the world do you do when you need 100 times more of those missiles made every day? We make 3 different Barracuda missiles. It can be made with 10 tools that all exist in every automotive plant. So you could make this missile at mass scale.
The guy's thinking things through. The music on that was annoying me.
It's
But
really annoying.
I think he's thinking things through. And also, like, one lesson from there is like those Abrams tanks break down pretty quick. But almost every man who, like young man in particular in that era, like the 30s into the 40s, knew how to work on cars.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
And so they were all able to like very quickly,
Self-sufficient.
fix things up. Or like when you hit the hedgerows and you're 80,000 men died trying to go through those in France after D-Day. They finally figured out by retrofitting all these things.
Yeah,
and it's just the ingenuity.
Yeah.
And so is that still the case for young men and future generations right now? No. But I think this is partly based on a conversation with Cinco the other day. Young men are very good at video games.
Yes, they are.
And it's wise, I think, to have fighting, let's say, infrastructure that plays into those strengths.
I agree. I think that the war footing, I think he's partially right, but he's simplifying it. There's a lot more than just the automotive industry that's involved. The 3 things that separate us from our peer adversaries, and even today, I believe there's a gap, is electro-optical sensors, jet turbine technology, and metallurgy. Those are the 3 things that we possess on scale that most countries struggle with. I mean, China has not even successfully built a turbofan that's not of Soviet design. It's because it's hard. When you got those spins going on at high rates, that metal warps, and that's metallurgy again. And then you add ceramic. We did ceramic. We figured it out, and that's why we do. But he's right. I think what you got to also take into mind, though, Joey, what you just said a minute ago about what can men do? What do men know to do? It's a cultural thing. I think that many fathers have failed their children by not teaching them what a hammer is.
How to read a tape. You wouldn't believe how many people can't read a tape. It's
Can't even read
embarrassing.
just a basic tape measure.
It's amazing.
It's embarrassing.
No, and like the SR-71 maintenance chief tech, my grandfather definitely, and my dad is this way too. They made me work with them and do all sorts of projects. I didn't enjoy it, but
you needed to do it.
I learned a little bit. But then also think of the technological change, like these newer vehicles. Would you want to work on them?
Well, they're hard to work on.
My hands are too big.
Like the new, look at my key out
my
there.
hands are too big.
And
I couldn't change Pamela's flashlight or front headlight the other day because my hand wouldn't fit through the bracket.
Right.
She could get her hand in though.
The other day when I had to jump off your truck, it's like, dadgummit, how do we get this one?
Where's my battery? He goes,
like,
I guess right here.
A lot of other cars though, they're
They do
starting
that.
to hide that.
They got a ground post now up there that you put it on. But you're right, and you asked the question, would you want to work on him? Well, it's all sensor driven now. Everything is sensor driven. It's not like you just pull the starter and you got to do code.
And if you have the expertise, it does make it more efficient in a way, and these sorts. But it also makes it inaccessible to the average person.
That's why by design.
All right,
by design, exactly. They are looking to pretty much make the internal combustion engine like the microwave. That's where you just don't work anymore. You throw it out, put another one in.
Put another one in.
Now, one story, and we do have to hit a break here in a second, that I just didn't get to earlier in the week. Is apparently Japan has made staggering leaps in submarine technology.
Yes, they have been really aggressive.
And it's based off steady state lithium ion batteries.
Yep, it is.
And so just to give perspective, a 4,000-ton conventional submarine will patrol for 40 to 60 days without surfacing, spring well above 20 knots for hours on end, and do it all more quietly than many nuclear subs, thanks to being significantly lighter and running solely on battery power. Solid state cells weigh roughly 1/3 as much, generate 40% less heat, and eliminate half the cooling systems. The result is a faster, stealthier hull that can travel thousands of kilometers without ever breaking the surface. And then if you add that sort of technology to things that aren't even manned, you've got stuff that can be underwater for a long time.
State, well, let's be honest. We got nuclear. We don't need that. Nuclear can go as long as your supplies last.
You want it to.
Right. But I don't know. It's cool. Interesting to see also how the more Japan flexes, the more the Chinese and
the Chinese don't have that. I'm telling you, mark my words, Japan is chomping at the bit. They're getting their self-defense forces now an offensive force. Yeah.
This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health. And there at Montgomery Men's Health, if you don't feel like a man and you're out there and you should feel like a man, it could very well be low testosterone. And so if you are looking for a fix, a solution, don't just go online, find these generic pills, or, I saw a commercial with Frank Thomas. No, don't do that. Instead, get by Montgomery Men's Health. The urologist providers there will tailor solutions specifically to your body and goals. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. Gentlemen, you only got one life. I know you hate going to the doctor. I certainly do, but procrastination is only going to make it worse. They're discreet there, and they've helped out hundreds and hundreds of men here in the River region, if not more. Call them up today at 440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com to book your appointment today.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs. At Adams Drugs, we offer a wide variety of services, including delivery, compounding, wellness clinics, and immunizations. Now is the time to visit any Adams Drugs location and get your flu shot. Getting an annual flu shot can help prevent you from getting the flu, reduce the severity of symptoms if you get the flu, and prevent serious complications such as hospitalization and death. Getting your flu shot at Adams Drugs protects you from getting sick, but it also makes sure that those around you, especially those at high risk, remain safe. Each year, up to 49 million people in the U.S. contract the flu. Depending on the flu virus's severity, deaths as a result of flu complications could skyrocket to 79,000 people nationwide. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for a location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun, ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
A lot of people talk tough. Very few get tough things done. Attorney General Steve Marshall is a warrior for our state, a fighter for our conservative values.
We have fought the fights that had to be fought for the people of Alabama.
Steve stands shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, ready to fight to take our country back, root out corruption, and prosecute the deep state.
Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall, you're doing a great job.
Steve puts Alabama first and delivers. As a conservative, Steve stands for freedom, safety, and the rule of law.
I have fought for law enforcement and stood with prosecutors and victims as we've addressed the failures that have caused our state to be less safe.
Steve is the senator our state needs and our president can count on. God, grit, Alabama strong. Steve Marshall gets it done.
I'm Steve Marshall, candidate for Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Steve Marshall for Senate.
Need some extra cash? Gold and silver are at an all-time high. Turn your old coins, currency, or gold and silver into money at Trademark Coins and Currency, the only coin shop in the River region with over 40 years of experience. Veteran owned and operated, and proudly serving Montgomery from their location off Vaughn Road. Trademark Coins and Currency is always buying, and free appraisals means there's no pressure, just real value. Make an appointment today. Learn more at trademarkcoinsandcurrency.com. Trademark Coins and Currency. Experience you can count on.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are enjoying some fairly comfortable December temperatures for now. Lots of sunshine today and a good bit of sun tomorrow as well, with highs in the middle 60s both days. Low tonight, mid-40s. Risk of showers pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning, and then windy and colder Sunday. Falling temperatures down to about 40 by sunset. We'll be in the low 20s on Monday morning with a wind chill factor in the lower teens. Wow. In fact, the high on Monday will only reach probably the lower 40s. The sun will be back, and 20s again on Monday night. Get ready for an Arctic blast from the Blue Water Weather Center. This is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour news talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Just want to read this real quick. The Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission issued 3 of the 4 required dispensary licenses to in-state businesses on Thursday after years of litigation brought implementation of the Alabama's medical cannabis law to a halt. These licenses authorize approved companies to sell regulated medical cannabis products, including oils, capsules, topicals, and other permitted forms to registered patients. The awarded licensees are GP6 Wellness, RJK Holdings, and CCS of Alabama. However, the 4th statutorily required license has not been awarded, pending an appeal by another applicant, Capital Medical. Capital Medical is appealing the award of the 4th and final license to Yellowhammer Medical. The Alabama Administrative Procedure Act allows any party denied in an administrative proceeding to appeal within a set period. Consequently, the commission granted Capital Medical 45 days to appeal its under state law. So maybe that final one will get awarded. But all awardees must pay the license fee within 14 days. Once payment is received and 14 additional days have passed, the licenses will be officially awarded. You're right. And I had to look at Eddie.
Why do I got to wait 2 more weeks? You scared my check's going to bounce or something? What are we doing?
Like, I thought, wouldn't this arduous process kind of show I have the funds?
We're going to delay just a little bit
They just
more.
want to make sure that
so we can delay more.
They really want to make sure that illegal money you gave them to bribe them.
It's such crap, man. You're letting. It's just such crap. And anytime I say it, everybody thinks I'm a huge pothead. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that this is a legal business at this point. If they are making it legal, why? If these 3 or 4 individuals can do it, why can't I? What disqualifies me? I'm an American. This is not America. Help me out.
You're American.
I blame it on like several 100-year trends. Just this is how we are.
This is where we're at right now.
But you know what's so sad? As potheads have told me, at least it's going to be legal, man. Finally get to do it. You know, eventually stand up for yourselves, potheads.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this.
I will as soon as I eat the sandwich.
I'm
Later on, man.
I'm not about to say what I'm about to say in putting anybody down necessarily. It's just a reality I've noticed.
Yeah.
I went to 12 years, if you include preschool, like 15 years of Catholic school here. Yeah. I have always felt like a foreigner in this place.
But you Catholics aren't down with the weed either.
I think there are a little more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean you feel like a foreigner?
Take it back.
This
it has taken me 14 years on these radio airwaves to get used to the broader culture of Alabama.
I got you. Okay.
Like I especially when I first started.
You're in Baptist country, son.
And I definitely have moments still where I'm like, yeah, I ain't them, and they ain't me. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I'm saying these long-term cultural trends have consequences.
Some of us are just black sheep, Joey.
And it doesn't even have anything to do with the theology necessarily. It's like it really doesn't. It's more just a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Anyway. And like you see that fruit borne out and you're sitting there going, why is it this way? I think there's a cultural thing going on here.
That's how the rich get richer.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Charles first. Hey, Charles, how you doing?
Hey, Joey, Eddie, Troy, how you guys?
Pretty good, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. You got Red Top that's Catholic that's there with you, ain't you, Joey?
No.
No, not quite, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to call because you were talking about energy reduction, and I want to give a prognostication of something, okay?
All right.
The AI warehouses that use a whole lot of energy, a lot of electricity, and a good bit of water, not as much. My belief is that all it's going to take for these warehouses to not need that energy is for someone to solve the problems of quantum overfitting and quantum leakage. That's what's got to keep you cool. That's what's got to use the energy.
Yes.
Now, follow with me here. I truly believe that it will not be long until that is solved. And whoever solves that problem, those problems, I think will ask whoever is going to get that information to use that power for the local communities that's left over, that's no longer needed. Are you following me?
Yeah.
And some of it will be used as like a protective means of energy for our grid. And I just wanted to put that out there as my belief that is what is going to definitely happen.
Well, and if
I
you
think
unhook and you solve that sort of computational power, who knows, you might be able to come up with like a free energy model. Like, and people I know are also racing on the fusion front.
They tried that. Tesla tried that. That didn't work out very well for him.
Yeah, I
Nikolai
truly
Tesla.
believe that those things are going to happen. And
well, we shall see.
I haven't wrote a place that you wanted me to, but I'm going to send my patents first on Saturday.
All right.
Good luck.
For my AI things.
You know what? Cinco,
But, hey,
Charles, wait. Cinco came away going, I knew when he knew about the recurrence of the third element to what we were talking about the other day. He said he knows a little bit about what he's talking about. So Cinco gave you a vote of confidence.
Yeah,
I said he's a bright guy.
appreciate that.
I said that. I told him. I said he's a very bright guy.
And a buddy of yours, by the
Yeah,
way, reached out to me, Charles, named Stacy George. Is he running for something or he just
Yes,
want to
he-
chat with me?
He is. He is running as an independent candidate for governor. And he's my cousin, and he said, "Do I want to run or But I trust him to run, and I hope you have him on the show. He's a real nice guy.
Yeah, I hadn't
And think he
responded
would
to him
be-
yet, but I will.
Yeah, I think you as a host most align, I think, with most of his than my other hosts that I talk to. So that's a really good thing.
Cool.
But hey, thanks for having me on, man. And look, I can't wait to update you when I hear about my patents
That's
coming back.
exciting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Charles.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
See you, bud.
272-9228. This entire hour brought to you by Alabama Home Mortgage. And they're at Alabama Home Mortgage. Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon are ready to help you, whether you're looking to buy a home or refinance that current home. And especially if you're a veteran.
Right. That's what they do.
A lot of veterans walking around, you know better than me, that they think, I already used it or I don't
run into it all
qualify.
the time. People are like, I've already used my. No, you got unlimited. You basically got unlimited as long as you keep them in good standing. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So if you're a veteran, by the way, you're leaving money on the table if you're not
Absolutely.
taking advantage of this. Like, it really is the best possible deal. And that's because of your service. So take advantage of what you earn
Amen.
through your service. And of course, even if you're not a veteran, they can help you get a great deal there at Alabama Home Mortgage, whatever specifically meets your goals, whether it's a certain type of home that you're looking to purchase, or maybe you're looking to refinance to take care of debt or bring down monthly overhead costs, or it could be you want to upgrade your property or go on that worldwide vacation you always wanted to do with the wife. It's your money. You can use it how you wish.
That's
and
right.
Alabama Home Mortgage can help you get that done with a great refinance deal. So y'all check them out today. You can always call them direct at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or you can apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies. Let Kim and Madeline prove that to you today. NMLS number 1586368. Equal housing lender. Let's, for the break, go to Sam. Hey, Sam.
What up, Sammy?
Hey, gang, y'all sound great.
Thank you.
I'm sitting in the sun over here at Starbucks. I was telling Eddie on Taylor and Vaughn, having a beautiful day. And but I heard you talking about potheads and speaking of.
Yeah.
And here now, I just want to bring that back up about you've been running that Steve Marshall commercial a lot on the radio, and he confiscated the hemp in Alabama.
Yes, he did.
And cash, and he's still threatening to. He's holding that over the head of the people he confiscated it from, a legal product that he confiscated from legal businesses that were legally licensed. And in the, I still have this newspaper article, but in the interview he did after, he said it didn't look right. So even though it was legal, it didn't look right to the man. And so, and it did raid all the shops in Alabama. It was just ones that were successful. So, just throwing that out there, brother. When they talk about licensing distributors, they've all got to look at that. And, we may, there's going to be people that'll set up and invest, but there's some people right now in Alabama that are missing money and product from an illegal raid.
Yep.
But that's,
Well, it'll eventually be illegal next year.
That's my 2 cents on that, brother.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Anyways, I'm on my way to the VA right now. I'll go over and chat with them a little bit.
Tell him I said hello.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's all good.
Later, Sam.
Hey, Sammy.
It'll be interesting to see with this crowded field, and maybe Ainsworth gets into the Senate race, maybe not. I see it as crowded.
It is.
With Barrymore, Steve Marshall,
Jared, Rodney, and Morgan. Yeah,
it really is.
It's a little crowded. So, but then you got to start wondering if that's your field. Say Ainsworth does jump in. What are people going to use against one another?
Man,
because they're going to have to. There's going to be the nice, like distinguishing things, like you, like me. You know, your personality wins you the day.
But draw down to 2, then we can get ugly.
It's going to get ugly at a certain point.
Of course, it is.
And you got to wonder what are people going to bring out to beat each other over the head with?
I love Trump more than you do.
Yeah. Well, and one thing that disappoints me, covering, you've been here for the last cycle you were here with me, is you meet all these candidates, Troy, and you kind of like them.
Sure,
and they're all kind of charming, and they got a good message, and you're like, why are you running? Like, because of my kids and the future of this country and all stuff. It's all like earnest and wholesome and stuff. And except for one, they all end up pathetic losers.
Every one of them.
Because they don't play the reindeer game.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River Region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Attention Montgomery business owners. Want more customers without guessing how to reach them? Blue Water Broadcasting isn't just radio. We're your full-service digital marketing partner. From smart social media campaigns to targeted display ads to SEO that actually works. We help your business get seen by the right people at the right time. Whether you're a local shop, a growing brand, or an established company, our team can build a custom strategy that drives real results on air and online. Ready to grow? Call Blue Water Broadcasting today or visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, your audience is waiting.
This holiday, make your home feel merry, bright, and beautifully furnished. Royal Furniture is celebrating the season with royal savings on living rooms, bedrooms, dining sets, and more. Right now, unwrap doorbuster deals and fast delivery. Need credit? Get the Royal Credit for any credit situation. Whether you're hosting the whole family or gifting comfort to yourself, it's the Royal Furniture Holiday Savings Event going on now. Royal Furniture in Auburn, Prattville, and Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones and talk to Michael Cohen with Cohen's Electronics and Appliances. Hey, Michael, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing all right. Life's all right.
I see you got your little friend in there today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Troy's here. It's nice to see him.
Don't deny it. He was talking about you.
Troy's always there.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious.
Nice to be
That's a shot
retired.
across the bow.
Yeah.
See, you look at it as you were missed, Eddie.
I
He
see.
is, man.
I see. Just by that much.
That's great.
So what's the score there today at Cohen?
It's 28-0.
Man,
Oh, really?
Another shutout.
Not even halftime.
Yeah, I tell you, we had Michael Jacks. He went to Auburn, had 2 frame 65-inch televisions to get installed with some Sonos equipment. And got there. He's on his way back. He should be back sometime soon. And we got some other stuff for him to get taken care of. But it's, the customers that come in here and that they have the confidence in us, we're just really blessed that they do come here, and they know that we're price matching everybody else. Nice. Nobody's paying anything extra. Naturally, Michael Jacks costs more than, loading it in your own car and carrying it out of Walmart or Best Buy or something. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you're getting it installed properly. We don't take any shortcuts when he does the install. And puts power kits in there, hides the wires, makes everything stupid simple to operate. And, then he's off to the races to the next person. But, it's just, we just really feel blessed. And, anyway.
Well, and a great way, I like you've been putting it over the last couple of weeks. The same pricing as all the big boys, but much better.
Real service.
Yeah. Incredible service. And folks, you can always shop from home, peruse online at thinkowens.com. But get by there. Go see them in person. 2515 Eastern Boulevard here in Montgomery. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturdays. And be sure to say, hey, I heard Michael on that show when Joey had friends.
Eddie. Yeah, because Joey doesn't normally have two friends.
No, not normally.
He's a one friend kind of guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of true.
That's true. That is true.
So anyway, y'all come see us. Let us help you make the right choice, whether Eddie's there or not.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, have a great weekend, Michael. Appreciate you.
Take care, Michael.
Y'all too.
Yeah, see you. That's it.
Final hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. New concerns about the safety of flight around the nation's capital. A new defense bill would let military helicopters skip the higher precision ADS-B detectors in Washington, D.C. airspace. Critics warn that weakens protections that were added after the collision that killed 67 people earlier this year and involved a military helicopter. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage climbed just a bit this week, up to 6.22% now. The 15-year fix is popular with those who refinance their homes. Also ticked up just a bit to 5.54%. Also at SRNnews.com, ex-Michigan coach Jerome Moore remains behind bars after being charged with home invasion and stalking this week. Moore was arrested on Wednesday near Ann Arbor following an alleged assault. This is SRN News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-366-6161. That's 800-366-6161. 800-366-6161.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are enjoying some fairly comfortable December temperatures for now. Lots of sunshine today and a good bit of sun tomorrow as well, with highs in the middle 60s both days. Low tonight, mid 40s. Risk of showers pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning, and then windy and colder Sunday. Falling temperatures down to about 40 by sunset. We'll be in the low 20s on Monday morning with a wind chill factor in the lower teens. Wow. In fact, the high on Monday will only reach probably the lower 40s. The sun will be back, and 20s again on Monday night. Get ready for an Arctic blast from the Blue Water Weather Center. This is Rich Thomas.
1819 News.
Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth is criticizing the director of the Alabama Department of Transportation after news came out earlier this week that bonds are being sold for the West Alabama corridor. On social media, Ainsworth took ALDOT Director John Cooper to task, saying that Cooper should be embarrassed for embarking on this project without having secured any pledged matching federal funds to help alleviate the cost of this project. Ainsworth says the boondoggle of a plan will cause ALDOT money to be diverted to the construction of the highway and cause other existing roads that are in disarray to get even worse. Former State Senator Gerald Dial responded to Ainsworth, disagreeing, saying that this north to south highway in western Alabama is important for developing that area and improving the entire state. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Where I was living was not a great place to live anymore. I began to pray for a place to go, praying for all of these things that a 9-year-old would want. I wanted horses, big house with a bunch of people my age. I wanted parents. I wanted a mom and a dad. Before I even prayed it, the Lord had already answered my prayer with the Big Oak Ranch. Who would that 9-year-old be if she never came to the Big Oak Ranch? I would be trying to fight for survival instead of fighting to break a cycle.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
Baldwin County authorities arrested 2 men who were found on a gaming app for children, soliciting the children for sex. Undercover police posed as 14-year-old minors on the gaming app, with the sting operation resulting in the arrest of Antoine Watts and Jeremy Wendell. Both men apparently drove to Baldwin County with the expectation of meeting a minor for sex. A woman in Florence had to be hospitalized after being hit by a vehicle during the Christmas parade that occurred this past Thursday night. The woman had injuries to her leg. She was taken to a Huntsville hospital. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number 1 in the number 2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
I bought your Christmas present, and it's custom so you can't return it.
What is it? Where'd you get it?
Delta Printing. I ordered monogrammed wine glasses for my sister, photo ornaments for Grandma's tree. I also got Mom custom table linens and printed your face on golf balls for your brother.
Delta can do all that? I thought they were just business printing and signs.
Nope, Delta Printing and Sign can do it all.
Delta Printing and Sign. Your one stop for Christmas cards, custom gifts, business cards, and more. Visit letdeltadoit.com. or call 271-COPY.
Pizza Perfect is feeling jolly, offering a great deal in December. Buy any large pizza and get a medium pizza for only $5. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. Buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Get a medium pizza for $5 with the purchase of any large pizza in December at Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Need a stronger up?
Yeah.
So you're way up with cocaine more than anything else you can think of.
Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying?
This is the Trump country. We live in the Southeast. We drink sweet tea. We don't drink socialist Kool-Aid.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Final hour of the program. And I'm just looking at, because 1819 News update.
Yeah.
At 2 o'clock hour.
Right. Yeah.
And the top headline there, the new one by Austin Shipley, which I got to meet that guy at the Christmas party. I like that guy.
That's a good deal.
He lives in North Alabama, though. So, but no, seriously, if he was in Montgomery, I'd be like, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Like we were, I think, kindred spirits. Cool. But Tuberville says massive Somali fraud in Minnesota enabled by Elon Omar and Tim Walz. Yeah, I think that. You think that's controversial statement?
I don't think it is.
He's retarded.
Tim Walls is?
Yes.
That's what they.
Did you see the line outside his house of people lined up to holler at him and call him a retard?
So Morgan was on Newsmax.
Monday. Morgan Murphy
doubled down on the retarded crap.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
This is Alabama.
Like, and it's also like Tim Walz is just what a mess.
He is
and I think what happened, talking to some people I know in Minnesota, they said we always knew Walz was kind of a liberal.
Yeah.
And that's what people in Minnesota are like. They're very personally, a lot of them conservative in their own life.
They are very conservative.
But then when it comes to politics, it's sort of live and let live.
Right.
Wait, I'm not going to behave that way, but you go ahead there.
That's right.
And but apparently, like when Walz is picked as VP, he really is exposed to even a lot of Minnesotans. They're like, holy crap, this is the guy who's been running the state.
The video of him in a nudie suit doing a dance in his kitchen was disturbing.
Oh, and then the whole military service thing.
Oh, yeah, he was
and I guess at the state level they were able to put that to bed, but you start getting the national exposure, folks are going to bring that stuff up. So next story just posted, Dr. Britt recognized with an honorary USA degree during commencement speech.
Nice.
Well, good for Katie.
Good for Katie.
You want an honorary doctorate ever, Eddie?
Nah.
No, you don't want one though? You wouldn't even accept it?
I would take one, yeah. No,
okay.
I'm sure I would, but
you have no desire for one.
Nah, because they're going to want something.
How about you, Troy? Would you?
I have a doctorate. I have a PhD.
Oh, you have a PhD
for Faulkner.
But is it honorary?
No, it's real.
It's a real one that you actually studied
to get it, though, right?
It wasn't that hard. I mean, it was an interdisciplinary study, and I did military history, and I used my remaining GI.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
But what do you think? So, since you actually have a PhD, what do you think of these honorary doctorates that they give out?
It's just a honorary title that confers someone that is held in high regard by the institution.
And here's a name, blast from the past: Ron Sparks, considering another run as Democrat for Agriculture Commissioner in 2026. Ron Sparks. And I guess what? Doug Jones is going to run against Tuberville.
I see that.
That's going to be funny.
Yeah, and then another Finebaum story. Finebaum suggests Bama's DeBoer should consider Michigan opening if he loses to Oklahoma in the college football playoff. Which, think they're going to win against Oklahoma?
Oh yeah. I don't think,
so.
They're in disarray. Michigan's in disarray right now.
No, do you think DeBoer would actually hop over the Michigan?
Yes, I would.
I think he would.
Dude, he ain't even took his coats out of the boxers yet, man.
That's true.
I think he would.
As I mentioned yesterday, just his performance in that Ford F-150 commercial.
Plus,
okay, nerd.
That Michigan job, man.
I don't think he drives. I don't think he drives one of those, Joey.
Yeah, and Michigan, for all the problems they've had, especially this recently, keep your pants on. Dadgummit, gentlemen.
Can't do it.
They like to win, Joey.
They do like to win,
no matter the cost.
That's a prestige gig right there.
Yeah,
it is. It's blue blood.
And
I just can't believe. I mean, I know everybody's human and people screw up, but
yeah. And the story gets crazier and crazier. Like he was looking to kill himself, maybe murder suicide.
He subscribed to over 100 OnlyFans and Instagram models, and he was at a Diddy party.
He was?
Yeah, the Derby Diddy, the Diddy Derby party, the Dirty
like
Derby.
the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
up
in the Ville. He posted up in the Ville.
Wow.
Okay, at this point, if you'd ever been to a Diddy party, would you admit it?
Well, even if you just worked found it out, they found it out. Doing deep dive on it.
I didn't admit it in the sense, but I didn't do the whole white party after party.
I left
thing.
what Justin.
See, I got it. If you just say that you went to a Diddy party, my mind is I've heard some of the things from the testimony. So
well, when you start hearing the song, like there's music playing all night and you're vibing, and you're like, and then you start hearing like the refrain and the lyrics is Diddy's coming. He's coming for that booty. Yeah. You're like, I think I should get out of here.
Yeah, I left when Justin Bieber arrived when I was in Atlanta. I'm like, I'm out of here.
And I just mentioned this to y'all off air, but I've been ranting about how Gulf Shores canceled the Hangout Fest or Sand in My Boots festival.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a guy I've met, I like him. I don't know much about him, but I like him. Okay. Orange Beach Mayor Tony Kennan is looking for a way to fill that void left by that cancellation. So Gulf Shores doesn't want to do it. Come on down the road. Orange Beach will do it.
I'm telling you, why would you not?
Yeah, Kennan told 1819 News it's not necessarily that they have a desire to cancel it, but they want to be able to bring it back, something with a lineup like Sand in My Boots. They can't get it together before next year. I think we all agree, and I am vehemently opposed to the old style of the festival with all the glitter and naked bodies and craziness, So if we have to lose a year and wait for the right kind of lineup that brings a little bit older crowd, a little bit more mature crowd that knows how to act and behave, I guess he just doesn't like EDM festivals.
I don't think, no, he doesn't.
Well,
Too much ecstasy. I wonder if they got it really.
It kills me. These people want tourists in their town. Then it becomes we need tourists. Then it becomes we only want a certain kind of tourist. And then we only want
like
this specific kind of tourist. And then all of a sudden we're broke again. Yeah, BC.
He goes on to say, I am going to talk with people and see maybe we can put something together that would be fun. There are people in Orange Beach who have great Nashville ties, and I don't know if I could pull it off. I'm certainly going to try. Not necessarily something to replace Hangout Fest, just maybe a smaller type thing.
It sounds like they didn't like the bands that they were getting.
No. What's that exact quote? I think we all agree. I am vehemently opposed to the old style of the festival with all the glitter, naked bodies, and craziness, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Explain it to me.
Dressing in Jap anime stuff.
Is that the festival or is that the lack of security at the festival? Because I'm sure the festival is not come show you naked body festival.
Well, have you seen some of the folks that go to the EDM stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much naked.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty.
Why do you think the girls go to the gym so much?
Oh, is that what?
A lot of them, there is a huge overlap of like muscle mommies, as they're calling them now, and like going to those festivals.
But there's some of the younger ones that are just doing like meth and coke and ecstasy, and they don't eat, so they're emaciated.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
So
that's gross looking.
I know it is. You can tell it a mile away.
Like eat something, girl.
Get a
Lift weights.
cheeseburger. Get that girl.
There's a lot of women out there that need a cheeseburger.
Some of them don't though.
There's a lot of women that need to back off on the cheeseburgers, but there's a lot of them out there that need
because their ankles work so heavy or hard.
Now, I saw earlier in the week, it was Stephen Miller's wife does a podcast now called The Katie Miller Show.
Okay.
And she sat down with Elon Musk. It's actually a really good conversation. She brought out stuff with him that I haven't heard elsewhere. But at one point, it was just got into stupid stuff. Like if you could only eat like one thing for the rest of your life, what's your favorite food, for instance? And Elon's like, well, it might be a little monotonous, but it's kind of hard to a cheeseburger. I could eat a cheeseburger every day. Really? Talking about one of his sons, they go to this highfalutin sushi restaurant.
That's what I do.
And it's like one of those, you don't ask for soy sauce. The chef puts the right amount on.
Yeah.
Don't ask for any customization.
No steak sauce.
And his son, who's like a little kid at this point, goes, they go, what do you want? Cheeseburger. And they're like, we don't have cheeseburger. He goes, what kind of place is this? I'll take a hamburger then.
That's funny.
And I'm like, okay. But I mean, is cheeseburger a good answer for thing you could only eat for the rest of your life?
Juicy patty.
Juicy patty?
Yeah.
Like with the cheese in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's a Jamaican empanada.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I think like a good smash burger with some American cheese on it is hard to beat. Some pizza's hard to beat.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Bradley Ekdahl. Thank you for having me on.
He's the judge.
Oh, hello. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are y'all?
Well, I'm just talking about eating cheeseburgers at the moment. But
I heard that. I could not agree with you more.
So what was your thoughts there? Hey, it's Troy. I was telling Joey I met this really cool candidate for district court, right? Or circuit court. I'm sorry, right?
A circuit.
Yes, circuit, right.
Thank
Yeah.
you
You're
so
currently
much.
district, right. Yeah. And I said he's kind of just, I told my wife, I go, this guy just was, he goes, Joey, I'm not a politico, so this is new to me what I'm doing. But I thought you would be worth just getting you on the show and just have a quick talk with you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm currently the municipal judge of Millbrook, Alabama. And I'm also the city prosecutor for the city of Prattville, Alabama.
Right.
So those are my two public service hats in it so far. And I occasionally serve as the special judge of probate for Autauga County.
Okay.
very good. And why run for circuit judge? Why run for circuit court?
I think it's time. Senate Bill 39, which was passed May 23rd of 2023, if I'm not mistaken, opened up this new position. It's place 5. It's going to cover Elmore, Autauga, and Chilton counties. And it's going to cover the heavy felonies, the domestic relations work, civil matters in excess of, I believe it's $50,000 currently. And it's just time to do it.
And I haven't honestly looked at anybody who's announced. Is it a crowded field, or how's the field looking?
In it so far, I think there's 3 of us. There's me, there's a Carol Carter, and there's also an Allie Patterson. Miss Carter has a practice in Prattville as well as I do, and Miss Patterson has a practice up in Chilton County.
Very
so
good.
There's 3 of us so far. We don't qualify until January.
Okay. And I don't know. I'm of the mind that I'm usually kind of libertarian. Government spends too much money, but given a lot of stuff that often comes in the news, Like I'm kind of in the mood of more judges, more to the judiciary. I think it would help a lot.
Well, and I think you're right. And a truly conservative person really feels like less government is better.
That's right.
But we need good judges.
Now to the juicy stuff. Tell them about your the paparazzi, and tell them about all the about the Judd girl taking her clothes off in the Walmart.
What? Yeah.
He's got this in his car.
Unfortunately, last summer we had a country and western star's daughter show up in Millbrook, Alabama, which is unusual, and expose herself at the local Walmart. And I'm kind of the mind that if you can't pass off for free at Walmart, it probably time to make some change in your life decisions.
What the cop say to you? He goes, "Yeah, I looked at it and I didn't want it."
Oh my
Yeah. The testifying officer, put his arm on the bench, and he said, "Your Honor, I didn't want it."
Mm-hmm. He did the cat ladies too. You remember the cat?
I remember that story. Yeah.
I did. I was the prosecutor in that case, and I was proud to be maligned by Rolling Stone. So,
goodness
my theory is if I'm being maligned by a San Francisco publication, I'm probably doing something right.
In Alabama, you are.
Well, Brad, let's find the time down the road, especially after the holidays. Like, get you here in the studio, and love to talk to you more in full about your candidacy and your hopes of what you're looking to do.
I would love to do that. Thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate your time, and happy holidays if I don't talk to you before.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas, sir. Thanks, sir.
He was a good dude. I liked him a lot. He
met him at the thing.
Yeah, his only knock is I believe his wife's from the University of Michigan. So that was what I told him. I said,
you're an Ohio State
guess where he was
guy,
born at, though? He was born in Dayton, Ohio.
Is that right?
Oh, wow. Yes. Aren't you, if you're listening, Brad, he said the real Montgomery County. I said, that's right.
Yeah.
All the connections, they're all starting to
There's
make
a Buckeye
sense now.
everywhere.
It's all starting to make sense now. 272-9228. If you would like to call in, that's 334-272-9228. I want to get to this real quick because we talked about marijuana in Alabama and how the medical might happen. But Trump is expected to sign an executive order directing federal agencies to reclassify marijuana from Schedule 1 alongside things like heroin and LSD to Schedule 3 alongside Tylenol with codeine and certain steroids. So you kind of get the picture of
you got to go to Canada to get the Tylenol
stuff.
3s. You got to go to Canada to get
Or
the
Mexico.
Tylenol 3s.
Yeah. The move would not legalize or decriminalize marijuana, but it would ease barriers to research and boost the bottom lines of legal cannabis businesses operating in the 24 states that have approved recreational use. Trump met Wednesday with marijuana industry executives, HHS Secretary RFK Jr., and CMS Chief Mehmet Oz to discuss the plan. Hey, Dr. Oz here. I think
I cannot imagine Dr. Oz being
well, you know, some people like to get all high.
Yeah.
They like to take the edge off. They like to eat.
Yeah.
And, this is what we're focused on here at Medicare.
Exactly. That's what I'm waiting for.
We're trying to get old people high.
I ain't got
this is
my free
Dr. Mehmet
weed
Oz.
this month yet.
That guy is he's a piece of work. But also, Trump had that team assembled. So picture in the room. It's Bobby Kennedy and it's Dr. Mehmet Oz. And they're sitting there, and House Speaker Mike Johnson calls in. And Johnson calls in and pushes back all the executives, too, of the cannabis industry. And Johnson's on there saying, bad idea. And he's citing all these studies and data opposing the reclassification. Trump's response? He handed the phone to the executives in the room who rebutted Johnson's arguments point by point.
There you go.
Trump said in August, we're looking at it. Some people like it. Some people hate it. The Biden administration recommended reclassification in 2023, but the DEA slow-walked the process until it died. And the source here on this is actually the Washington Post.
There you go.
So maybe it'll happen, and it's a step in a certain direction. But if you're here in Alabama, it's kind of like just...
Well, it just makes you wonder, though. Okay, so if they, let's say Alabama continues to drag their feet, end up being legally federally, that's going to challenge Alabama's authority over that again, isn't it? At that point, if it's a federal deal, I know there's going to be some states' rights in there, but that should not limit it to 3 or 4 people.
States can still restrict things like that.
You can own a liquor store, right? I can too. The state's got a better deal on it, but we could both own one.
Right. We can technically own one, but still the state
set everything.
Is going to set everything in terms of their actual market. So we're still trying to stand up the medical cannabis stuff.
Yeah, still working on that.
But maybe it'll help the few folks that get the licenses to do it at a better rate.
It's sad when the feds can beat you on something.
Yeah, it really is sad.
Really.
Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Good morning or good afternoon, guys. This is Edward. Got actually an oddball question for. I just lost my whole train of thought.
An oddball question.
Getting old, guys. And I hadn't even spoke yet, so
yeah, it happens.
Go back. All right, bye.
Okay. Oh man.
No, as an old man, it happens. You get so excited, and you're like, okay, well.
Hi, Dr. Mehmet Oz here. That guy, great patient of mine. I told him to get on marijuana and smoke it, toke it.
It used to be my favorite commercial. They had this young girl on there. She says, man, I've been smoking. They say pot messes with your memory. I've been smoking pot for so long, I don't even remember when I started.
That's great. That's great.
It's not working like y'all are wanting it to work.
So earlier in the week, we covered how Bonnie Blue, the notorious, like world-renowned harlot, porn star.
Funny how you keep up with her.
It's the New York Post.
Oh,
and they all do these stupid, salacious stories.
Stuff, yeah.
You don't like the New York Post?
Yankees. Bunch of damn Yankees.
Yeah, I kind of like some of their stupid stuff, though.
Well, they do. Dude, there's a city of idiots.
So she was arrested in Bali in Indonesia for doing a thing with like 13 men, 13 or 15 men. 13 of them were Australian. They immediately got extradited. So I guess Australia's got some agreement with Indonesia. And then she was arrested, could face like very stiff fines or very stiff jail time even.
Wow.
She's been slapped with a $13 fine.
I wonder if
that's not going to be a lesson.
Somebody's son or uncle or brother-in-law was caught up in that line. And they
Possibly.
to make this go away.
And it was for flouting Bali's road rules.
No banging in the bus. No banging in the bus, man.
She's only 26. My God, I thought she was older than that.
You're kidding me. I thought she was much older than that. I thought literally mid-40s and she was hiding,
Well, it shows how living that way can, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
Anyway, she did appear in court and they gave her a $13 fine.
Nice.
And I'm looking.
Did she go to the judge's chambers or something beforehand?
This is the bus, by the way. They're picking people up.
That's a bus.
That ain't a bus. That's like a joke.
That's a mini truck. One of those little mini trucks that Trump just said was going to be legal here in the U.S.
That's a lorry over there.
Yeah,
okay?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same like alliteration as you just say bus,
Bang bus.
Now that's they couldn't get
the love lorry.
15 people were on that bus. Are you kidding me? There's no way there were 15 people on that bus.
Come on, hop on in. It's the Shtup truck.
Yeah, nice.
Goodness gracious. I know. Just talking about it, you're like, that's great. What I learned is she's 26. Oh my God.
I had no idea she was that young.
That is
that's not good.
That's unsettling. Now, something that's a little less disgusting, but still somewhat salacious. The former AT&T spokeswoman, Milana Vanitrub, raises $500,000 selling "quote unquote" tastefully risque pictures for LA wildfire victims.
Tastefully risque lingerie.
Yeah. Like I'll show you some of these. Eddie, would you like to see? Like she had one where it's kind of covered up, like that, and then let's go over like one where you can see some cleavage kind of going on there.
How much money did she get paid for that?
$500,000.
That's some lonely folks out there.
I'll see. I'll put it to you this way. Everybody, you know how many men and some women?
I'm sure some women, yeah.
Been watching that AT&T commercial for years.
Oh yeah, I know a couple of them.
That girl's cute.
A friend of mine thought he had a texting relationship.
Every time I walk into AT&T here in Montgomery, I ain't finding her helping me out, and certainly not at Verizon.
They're not very nice either.
Yeah, but actually, these exclusive pictures she put out and
hey, man,
was able to raise $500,000 for folks whose homes were burned down. So you know what? And she called it using the male gaze to fight the blaze.
She figured it out. I'll give her that. Figured it out.
Yeah, good for her.
I'd probably do a round two just for me, though.
Good for her. $1,000 donation gets the donor a chance to get a signed Polaroid from her shoot.
Okay, that sounds creepy.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds creepy. I don't care if you're fully dressed or
Coming
not.
from Eddie, that means a lot.
Yeah,
too.
that really does. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but is that any different than me being like, can Tommy Glavine sign his rookie card for me?
That's a little different.
Tommy Glavine's not standing there in negligee.
That's true.
Although if he was.
I don't want him to sign my rookie card.
Definitely want his autograph then.
This rookie card's worthless now. Anyway, that's some just disgusting stuff that's out there. And I'm looking at the Obama, everything I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, the Obamacare subsidies fight. Whatever.
The fact that we still got it.
Still
they don't care.
And well, here's one thing for all you big fat fatties.
Yes.
All you butter mountains out there.
Yes.
I don't think you qualify as a butter mountain, Eddie.
I'm going to Jamaica. I'll be back soon.
All right. Eli Lilly, they're locating that place in Huntsville for $6 billion facility. Yeah. Their next generation obesity drug delivers strong weight loss, reduces knee pain. Wait, they were causing knee pain in their first?
Probably from the weight gain might be causing the knee pain.
Yeah, they said their next generation obesity drug delivered what appears to be the highest weight loss yet in a late stage trial while reducing knee arthritis pain, clearing the first of several upcoming studies on weekly injections. The highest dose of the drug helped patients with obesity and a type of knee arthritis lose an average of 23.7% of their body weight. Wow. In 68 weeks. Still, that's a crap load of weight loss. When evaluating only patients who stayed on the drug, the highest dose delivered 28.7% weight loss. Wow. The company said some patients lost so much weight that they decided to drop out of the trial.
Bad gum.
Wow.
I'm done.
Yeah, some doctor said it's incredible. Now we have a drug that rivals the weight loss benefits of surgery.
Man.
Crap. And shares of Eli Lilly rose more than 3% on yesterday.
As humans, that's what we wanted. We want a pill. We don't want to go to the gym.
Well, and okay, so no, this actually does help with, you're big. Your knees are already hurting, and also while you're losing weight does help with the arthritis.
Well, imagine the loss of weight is going to make you a lot healthier all the way around, from heart, circulation, everything.
Generally speaking. Yeah. And there are other ones in the hopper that are like, not only do you lose fat, you gain muscle.
Yeah.
Yep. There's stuff coming out that's just nuts.
Incredible.
And you don't even need resistance training.
Okay, so when it's that easy, people are really going to hate me because I'm not going to take the pills to be that way either. I'm still going to be just fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're so lazy, you don't take a pill.
I am in the camp of, I don't like the idea of having to inject myself.
I can't
get in that ritual of injection.
I used to do the vitamin B12 shots, but I always had to get them done because I can't shoot myself.
I don't do that. You come up with something that's more just take a pill. Yeah, maybe. But then you got to look into what are the side effects of this thing? Because
what do you care? You already took the vax. What do you care about any side effects now?
I took the vax against my own better angel.
I'm saying though, but you're already poisoned. You're good.
And no, I got it out of me.
No,
I've been following a regimen, and it's good. I haven't been sick in 2 years, and you're over there.
That's this damn air conditioner. Change your filter. Plus, I'm 58 years old, or 50-something years old now.
You poison bastard.
You know the things
calling me poison.
For somebody that didn't think they were going to live to be 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't take as much care as myself as I should have.
Yeah, I mean, and also it does stick in my craw. Did I ever say anybody should be forced to take the vaccine?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Probably
no,
not.
I didn't.
It was a choice.
Well, I don't know.
And I didn't want to take it.
Why did you?
And I got essentially pressured by a family member who said, you can't see me anymore unless you do it. And I said, fine. Yeah. But if it was just up to me, I was coming in and out of here, I didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't want to force anybody to have to take it against their own will. It's this thing called, freedom.
Yeah.
But,
some of our freedoms are more important to us ourselves than others,
honestly, I'm in the camp of screw the trials and stuff. It's my body. If I want to take some experimental
my choice, except when it comes to the vax.
No, if I want to take some experimental thing and it's an emergency, okay, I should be able to. You should. I don't need to wait on the FDA.
Agreed.
Now you have to bear that risk and that cost. Anyway, they're selling some more of that Zepbound. It's another version of that thing.
Oh.
Anyway. 272-9228 again, if you want to get in on the conversation.
I wonder if Medicare is going to cover that. Medicaid.
Dr. Oz here. Yeah, we're working on Zepbound. We have the most favored nation status now. We're really sticking it to the Europeans. President Trump, you're the greatest, man. You're the greatest. Dr. Oz out. Anyway, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services. That's a new one. I hadn't done I have to bring back Dr. Mehmet Oz on more, along with have Lindsey Graham and Mehmet Oz.
I'd much rather have Mehmet.
You don't like Lindsey?
Lindsey just irritates me so
Lindsey
much.
irritates you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's too soft.
You
hit it too good.
I get under your skin. I get it.
It does.
I think it's great.
Stop playing with it.
Okay, Lindsey. This part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services. Have you done the Operation Blue Santa yet?
We are going Monday morning. We'll be breaking out the onesies, actually.
You and Heather?
Yes, Heather and I will be going down there Monday morning.
In your onesies?
In the onesies. We're going to get some toys. I think we're getting a bicycle for a boy, and I forget what she said for the girl part. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that because you can imagine we're in one of the poorest parts of the world right here, or the country anyway. So there are honestly people that are going to wake up for Christmas. They're not going to have nothing under their tree. Right. This goes a long way to help that out, man. And honestly, the feeling you get, I mean, if nothing else, and people call it selfish or whatever, but it makes you feel good to do this.
Oh, of
so
course.
Take advantage of that.
Well, and it's really great cause. And it's just another example. Like, I'm not surprised they're doing that at all. They do stuff like this year round. Yeah. It's not just Christmas time. And so if you want to learn more about Operation Blue Santa, you can just search Pest Pro Services on Facebook and get all the details yourself. But really, it is a simple unwrap, new toy, stop by their headquarters there at Main Street in Millbrook. And you might catch Ashley, be able to take a photo with her and get to know some of the crew. And of course, they have pest control services second to none. Get on their monthly subscription model. Great way to control costs year round for that pest control. And then, you add things when appropriate, like termite inspection and protection, or mosquito protection when the time is right during the year. Yeah. Or now wildlife control service with all those little critters trying to get in and make a home of your home when it gets cold outside. So y'all check out Pest Pro Services today. Just call them direct at 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services. And be sure to tell them that Joey Eddie and Troy, this fellas on the radio, sent you.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage. For years, I've been asking you to call me at Alabama Home Mortgage because there is a difference in mortgage companies. When you call Alabama Home Mortgage, you will immediately see the difference in pricing. Not only do we offer the most competitive rates, but our closing costs rank among the lowest in the industry. How do we do it? Because we can. We do not have the overhead that big banks and lenders do. Those big banks and lenders have big expenses. And what do? They pass those expenses along to you. Meanwhile, here at Alabama Home Mortgage, we receive wholesale rates which result in big savings that we pass along to you. Don't pay more for less. Give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time. Our rates and pricing are just one difference that sets us apart from the rest. It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-368, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey guys, this is Todd Clark with River Region Contracting, your premier roofing contractor in Central Alabama. So remember the name, River Region Contracting, for all your roofing needs. We're not affiliated with any other roofing company in the River Region. We've been in the roofing business since 2005. We don't have to buy our leads, and we don't have to knock on doors when the storms come around. We have thousands of satisfied customers throughout Central Alabama. So call us at 334-356-8635. That's 334-356-8635.
This is Lyle from Marguerite's. I want to tell you about our $99 Christmas special. Beautiful, gorgeous, lab-grown diamond earrings, a half-carat total weight, quarter-carat each. Those are big diamonds, only for $99. Your choice of 14-carat white or yellow gold. No one else offers in this country. You can search the internet all you want. You are not going to find that except at Marguerite's. We lose money, but we make great customers. We want to see you this Christmas. Come in at Marguerite's and shop our $99 Christmas special. Take that, Mrs. Targay.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Since 1966, the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches has been more than just a place to stay. It's been a place to belong. For children facing hardships through no fault of their own, our ranches provide more than shelter. With open arms, we welcome these young hearts, giving them the love, structure, and guidance they need to heal, grow, and thrive in a warm Christian environment. With the end of the year approaching, many will decide whether to help those who are less fortunate. When you give to the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, you give Alabama's children the chance they deserve. Every donation stays within Alabama, directly impacting the lives of the children who need it the most. Join us in making a difference. We'd be honored to have you as a part of our mission to lift Alabama's youth. And we're also looking for compassionate couples to join our mission as house parents. We provide housing, medical benefits, a 401k, paid vacation, and the chance to make a lasting difference. Visit AlabamaSheriff'sYouthRanches.org. The Alabama Sheriff Youth Ranches reminds you it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women.
Experience the magic of the holiday season with a cruise down the Alabama River on the Harriet II, the finest entertainment spot in the river region. Take in the stunning skyline and enjoy the sights and sounds with friends and family. Book your holiday cruise today at funinmontgomery.com. Celebrate the new year in style with a New Year's Eve cruise on the Harriet II. Enjoy hors d'oeuvres, live entertainment, a bubbly champagne toast at midnight, along with party favors and, of course, fireworks along the city skyline. Book your New Year's Eve cruise today at funinmontgomery.com.
This is your roving reporter, and today I'm talking with a street corner Santa.
Ho, 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 man.
I see you're raising money for charity.
Yeah, and when I get done, I'm going to go over and talk to David Ernest about my portfolio.
Well, of course you can go see him, but you can also call him.
I know, man. Toll free. 833-596-7233. And remember, those last four digits spell out the word safe.
Indeed they do. And I understand there was some trouble over here last night.
Yeah, I kind of got thrown out of the cocktail lounge down on the corner.
What happened?
Well, I'd been out working. I was kind of tired. I wanted a little something to drink, and I asked the bartender for a Santa's sleigh.
A Santa's sleigh? What exactly is a Santa's sleigh?
It doesn't matter what it is, man. It's just on the house.
You know you're getting cold, don't you?
Ring-a-ding-ding, man, and Merry Christmas.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this. Listen close. You got a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. You probably know we have big weather changes in the not-too-distant future. For tonight, fairly routine, mostly clear, overnight low temperature in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, above normal on the temperature again with a good bit of sun and a high in the mid-60s. Risk of showers in the pre-dawn hours on Sunday morning ahead of a cold front. Then windy and colder on Sunday with falling temperatures down to about 40 by, let's say, sunset. We're expecting lower 20s by Monday morning with a wind chill in the lower teens. And Monday's high temperature may only reach the lower 40s with sunshine. Stand by. Arctic air is on the way from the Blue Water Weather Center. This is Rich Thomas.
Brighten your holidays with ASE Credit Union. Enjoy the season stress-free with our special holiday loans. Visit us or call today to learn more. ASE Credit Union, your ASECU.com. 334-270-9011. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones, and we have Admiral Kent Davis. Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, Joey, how are you?
Life's all right. Sitting here with Eddie and Troy, and you. It sounds like you're on the road right now.
I am, yeah. I'm running up the road between Mobile and Montgomery, which I do a lot of.
So Troy's telling me he went to like a thing, like a Christmas thing at the governor's mansion. Well, weren't you? Yeah, that seemed like that might be your scene.
Yeah, I was initially invited. It was the GOP Christmas reception last night, and I got an invitation. I was invited by none other than John Wall, the GOP chair for the state. Good guy. Got to know him pretty well. Really good guy. And he very politely and apologetically called yesterday and said that the governor's office had said I would not be admitted to the event because it was at the governor's.
So trashy.
What in the world? That's just, again, the pettiness continues.
John told me, he said, Troy.
Well, it's funny.
Well, I wanted you to know, Admiral, John felt really bad. He told me, he goes, Troy, this is one of those, I have no control over that element. I said, the Admiral understands, but I would have been surprised that they let you in, to be honest with me.
So he's John Wall, such a good guy. He's a gentleman.
He is.
Yeah, I expressed, I said, when he invited me, I said, is this going to be a problem, John? I said, the governor's office, I don't want her to be uncomfortable or get angry because she hasn't exactly been real kind to me over the past year. And he said, initially, it shouldn't be a problem. Yesterday, when he called, I said, well, I'm kind of glad if either I wouldn't want to cause a scene or make her uncomfortable, but then I understand she didn't even show up.
She didn't make an appearance at all. So, yeah.
So, it just goes to really, if it was a matter of being uncomfortable with me being there, with the governor being there, this just kind of smacks of, like Joey said, a little more of the petty vindictiveness.
Well, and also just struck me as kind of like in microcosm history repeating itself.
It is. His attorney was pretty incensed, wasn't he? It wasn't, which is your attorney. He was pretty interested. But I will let you know this. I want to let you know something. I talked to a lot of people, and it kind of got around. You weren't disembarred from it, and someone made the comment, and Brian and I were standing there, and he said, "Yeah, if the Admiral was here, there would be a line going out the reception tent to meet with him." So that's probably why they didn't want you there.
Oh, listen, I still go all over the state and speak at events, and
I know you do.
People have been wonderful, welcoming. I haven't gotten no negative reaction from anyone except one particular office. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's all right. That'll be over soon.
Yeah, well, 2026 can't come soon enough.
Well, I reluctantly agree with you on that.
What's going on down in Vets Recover, sir? Give us a full report.
Well, a little somber note. This is a joyous time of year, obviously, time to spend with families, but let's not forget, for some people, it can be a time of not so joyous celebration. We tend to see mental health issues go up during the holiday season. So I just finished a series of public service announcements, just reminding people, especially with veterans and first responders who face a lot of trauma in their lives, be on the lookout for them. And if you think someone's going through a stressful time or depression during the holidays, there are many ways you can help them. One of them is you can reach out to us at Vets Recover. We definitely serve veterans and first responders and their families, but we'll help anybody that turns to us in times of stress and make sure they get to the right place. But it goes for everybody. You need to be on the lookout for folks this time of year. Just make sure everybody's okay. Do a little buddy check on everybody.
You're here. I definitely second that. Well, and great hearing from you, sir, and hopefully see you again soon.
Thanks so much, Joey. I'll see you soon, brother.
Again, folks, that's Admiral Kent Davis. Always love hearing from
That's
him.
good, dude.
I just saw something here.
What?
Apparently, Gavin Newsom went on a podcast with Ezra Klein, and he said, quote, "I want to see trans kids. There's no governor that's done more pro-trans legislation than I have." At one point in that conversation, bringing up Elon Musk, then the Governor Newsom, official X account, said, "Correct. We're sorry your daughter hates you, Elon." Elon Musk responded, "I assume you're referring to my son, Xavier, who has a tragic mental illness caused by the evil woke mind virus you push on vulnerable children. I love Xavier very much and hope he recovers. My daughters are Azur, Exa, she goes by Y, and Arcadia, and they do indeed love me very much." Wow.
presumptuous for someone to make a statement.
Yeah, and it's like there are certain, and again, it reminds me of the whole what's going on with Candace and Erika Kirk. It's like there are certain lines that we're just now crossing, and well, Trump started it, and I could hear somebody yelling.
Nothing's
and it's
verboten
just
anymore, Joey. Nothing.
The dehumanizing effect of a lot of our technology, and I think some of the unhinged beliefs of a lot of where our politics is taking us, where politics has almost become this strange religious commitment, as opposed to like, kind of letting religion be religion as the basis of our society. Right. And then government is limited and protects those liberties and encourages those duties
in an ideal situation
on our part. Anyway, what a mess. What a mess. How about this? We'll hit our last break. Be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Looking for the perfect night out? Head to Jack's Tavern, where the vibe is chill, the food is amazing, and the beer is freakishly cold. Happy hour rocks Tuesday through Thursday, 5 till 7. Then stay for dinner. You get all the great flavor of epicure in a laid-back tavern atmosphere, with the full dinner menu served till 9. Friday is live music from 7 till 10, and Saturday is for football. An extensive wine list, and 58 beers on tap. Yep, 58. So grab your crew, grab a pint, and make it to Jack's Tavern. Open Tuesday through Saturday.
WAKA Action 8 News has brought you the River Region's first 9 p.m. news since 2007. Now you can watch Action 8 News at 9 on the Montgomery CW. Want to know where to find it? Go to Channel 22 with your antenna, DirecTV or Dish Network, Channel 14 on Charter Spectrum, Channel 7 on C Spire, and Channel 19 on WOW. Get your Weather Authority forecast, lace up sports coverage, and your local news. It makes a difference where you get your 9 p.m. news. Watch Action 8 News at 9 on the Montgomery CW.
This is Frank Bertorelli with Zap Pest Control. We're here today to thank Blue Water Broadcasting. We're now over 31 years in business. If you don't believe in radio advertisement, give these guys a chance. You won't be disappointed. Zap Pest Control is still on the move today, thanks to the friendships we've made with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River Region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is #1 in the #2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome back to the program. I was just checking on a Megyn Kelly clip because Megan's known to drop F-bombs and stuff, which makes me like her very much. Man, like
I like it.
When you least expect it to.
That woman's a freaking knockout, and I'm not even talking about looks. Like
you're saying she's a complete package.
Yes.
Okay.
We might have to play that clip here in a second,
Okay.
but first, this part of the program brought to you by Prattville Carpet, and I just tried to call Ray Bowles.
He's probably laying rug, Joey.
Yeah.
Laying rug.
Yeah, laying rug. He's laying rug or putting some tile down.
Yeah, well, and right now, this time of year, like you wake up in the morning and you go to like do your business in the bathroom, get ready for the day, and you're like, whoo-hoo-hoo.
That cold floor.
That's no fun at all. They can put down heated
floors. It's amazing. When we were in Korea, that's the first place we ever known it to be. And everything over there is heated floors.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, in the summertime, it's cooled floors. So you feel the coolness against the floor. Man, it's great. It's technology that actually we can put to good use down here in the South.
And don't forget about those epoxy floors they can do now.
And I've seen these garages look amazing. Just amazing.
They're so nice.
Or I'm even imagine like a back patio where it's just concrete for the time being, goes into the grass. What if it could be something that just sort of flows into the grass?
Well, I seen a picture of one that's a basketball court and they epoxied it. And it what was that, Space Jams?
Yeah.
That was that kind of stuff in there. It looked cool as it could be. Yeah. So you could almost do anything with that stuff, man. Beautiful.
Get in touch with Prattville Carpet. It's as simple as them coming in, doing a free in-home measurement. Then you pick out the product you want to lay down for the resurface job. Again, that could be tile, carpet, traditional hardwood, epoxy floors, luxury vinyl plank. They got it all there. Just call them up direct at 285-8117. That's 285-8117. And be sure to tell Ray Bowles and the team that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you. I'm going to brave this Megyn Kelly clip.
Oh, boy.
Because she might drop some naughty language, which I love in my own private time. But
you like that anyway,
the
Joey.
FCC won't let me. Well, we've been skirting with that line anyway.
You know, Trump.
Thank you, Greg Beadle.
Trump being a Trump guy, I could see him going after the FCC to let some real people talk.
Yeah, because it is getting a little annoying when like JD Vance is telling a great story, and he can't say the S word. And it doesn't, him saying crappy shoes is not the same thing as the other word. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not even close.
Agreed.
Or when Trump ended the 12-day war with they don't know what the F they're doing. It's not the same effect saying F.
It's not.
No, it doesn't.
And he said it on national TV.
He knew what he was doing.
Anyway, I'll stop bitching and just play the daggum clip. And again, no, that's the wrong button. This is Megyn Kelly finally, because she's been playing sort of like mom.
Trying to keep them all together.
Well, actually, what she said is, I don't want to be mother of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows everybody. Like, she knows Candace, she knows Tucker, she knows Ben Shapiro, she knows all the folks. And like
all the players.
And she, after being lost in the wilderness there for a little while with, remember that whole move to NBC?
Oh, yes.
After she kicked butt at Fox, she goes from midday to dominating at nighttime. And then she asked Trump about, you've called women fat pigs, and thought, only Rosie O'Donnell. And
which we all agree.
And I don't know what's going on with Megyn Kelly. She had blood coming out of her eyes, her ears coming out of wherever. Like, I was like, oh my God. I remember hearing that live for the first time. I was like, this is a different day and age. And then she goes to NBC, and she got canceled for like talking about Santa being black or something, or white, or
something about that,
and something about blackface at Halloween or whatever. And now she's just created her own independent thing. But the thing is, all these independents know each other, and Megyn Kelly's been very nice for a little while.
For a while.
But now I think, in particular, Candace is going too far with a lot of stuff. It's not just Candace Owens. Don't get me wrong; she's just the biggest voice.
When that many of your friends now publicly ask you to shut up, shut up.
Yeah, here's Megyn Kelly.
Because I am a sane person who understands the law, I also know that the FBI, does not run around updating its investigation and releasing the very latest on what they found. And people who are demanding that the FBI or DOJ do so do not know anything about law enforcement. Some of us have been covering in depth legal cases and matters, and have even tried cases and matters for years. That is how I have spent the past 30 years of my life, plus trying cases involved in the legal system as a trial attorney, then a Supreme Court correspondent covering cases, civil and criminal, then as a legal correspondent for Fox News, legal commentator for Fox News, and ever thereafter. And let me tell you something. The FBI does not run around updating its information after somebody gets indicted. It doesn't. It would be extraordinary if it were to do so. And the DOJ is extremely tight-lipped, normally, on its criminal cases. When it's not, it's behaving inappropriately. When it's not, you have rogue prosecutors who wasn't with the DOJ, Tish James, but like her, the Attorney General of New York, running around trying to update her case against Donald Trump, or Fannie Willis shooting her mouth off about Donald Trump. What did we do when those prosecutors did that? We ripped them a new one because it's inappropriate. Stop requesting or requiring the FBI or the DOJ to update its evidence for you. You're not the target audience. They're trying to preserve the integrity of this case for when they get it in front of a jury, who are the only people who matter. I'm sorry, but their opinion is the only opinion that's going to matter in this case. And they will come to that opinion based on evidence that gets submitted to them that passes the rules of evidence, which are there to maintain the integrity of a case and an investigation and of the defendant's constitutional rights. That's how our system works.
Amen.
Any questions?
I need a cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes. No, thank you. Thank you, Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, but do you think Candace is going to get the message?
No, of course not. And folks are going to stick with it. And this is the nature of the world. What we're in. Fine. But I appreciate more and more of the independent voices who are so-called friends actually going, yeah, you don't know what the F you're talking about. Excuse me, pardon me for the strong letter. So did we learn anything today, gentlemen?
That we know that Eddie likes polyester.
Yeah, he does. He definitely. But I learned that years ago.
Yeah, I'm just now discovering it, Joey. It's all new for me. Help me experience.
I don't really have anything here.
Did you just doodle over there?
I did a lot of doodling.
Are those boobs?
No.
You're not doing dirty doodles? You're
No,
just is that like a fish?
He's playing hangman. He's playing hangman over here with himself.
The triple C is the one thing I got wrote down, but we know what that is.
I think the polyester's having an effect.
What are you talking about?
You're
I had to wait for
you're
it to
like
dry.
our own local Tim Walls.
God, just don't put the nudie suit on. Just don't do the nudie suit.
What is wrong with the nudie suit?
What's the nudie suit?
The one
Oh,
that
the
looks
thing
like
is
a
real tight
bodysuit?
and stuff?
Yeah, you can't really tell if
He's
you're
in
nude
it,
or not.
He's in one and he does it.
Yeah, I thought that's what we're doing.
Well, if you put one on, don't dance.
Do you remember the movie about Hank Williams Jr. and it's about when Johnny Cash, who is it? It's hold on, it's Johnny Cash and it's Merle Haggard go to the house and they got little Hank there after Hank dies and his mom's raising him and his mom's kind of lost it and he's like, okay, he goes, come down little Hank, and he comes out with the nudie suit and he starts gyrating like that. And Johnny Cash looks over at her girl and she goes to get some tea. He goes, we got to get this boy away from his mom.
We got to get him out of here. Yep.
And on that fruity note, happy hour's next.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Mortgage rates have ticked up just a bit, according to the latest data from the government, now up to 6.2.